Welcome! Last time, the party explored the inner chambers of a giant crypt. Amidst floating orbs of ether, they investigated the silent halls of the dead. After coming across a strange fountain that oozed silver liquid, every member of the party touched it. They relived the memories of a giant, presumed to be Uzos, as he learned the art of smithing from his mentor. After these years turned into memories faded, each of them retained some knowledge of the art despite not being giants, and gained smithing tool proficiency. Two members of the party, Eos and Ivis, went even further. They drank from the living liquid at great risk to themselves. They both grew several inches, and found their bodies both stronger and more durable afterwards. Now done with the fountain and the rest of the holes, the party opened the tomb of Uzos the Builder. Upon trying to loot the chamber, Uzos' body animated, donning stone-made armor and fighting against the party. After a quick but intense fight, the party now catches their breath as ether manifests above them, a reward from the heavens. So, this is where you all get a right token. Before the battle, you all willingly committed to serve to make the fight harder, and you have been rewarded for it. Before you floats kind of like a feather wrapped around itself. Um, Probably near like between Ivis and Astrid. And it kind of fades, but you can still feel it there. You have been noticed by CERN, and it will, God noticed you. They noticed you, Senpai.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I think you introduced this. This is like currency or something, isn't it?
It is something that you don't know how to spend yet, but it is something that was given to you for a reason by the god.
You want to look after the token?
Yes.
You can have it, buddy.
If you go to your Actors Party Resources tab, you can see you have one of them now.
Fuck, I forgot we had that tab.
So, this is the end of the battle, you're catching your breath, and as you do, the holes kind of shake for a bit. It's only for 6 or 12 seconds, but then they calm down. But you can tell that something probably happened somewhere. But you're at least fine here.
Can you describe these three items down south?
Yes, one moment. There is a very large crown that is etched with arcane giant runes. There is the large book, easily larger like in terms of like length and height than Ivis, that reads Tome of Physical Increase in Giant. And then there is a very large wand or scepter made out of a ruby with gold and silver for the handle itself.
So the book's like 6 feet tall or
Yes,
long.
it was made for a giant.
I'm gonna open it anyway, since I can read it, maybe.
Alright. Give me a second. So you're reading it actively.
Yes.
Alright. Magic swells from the tome, and it disintegrates. Please choose one of the following scores: Strength, Dexterity, or Constitution.
You know what? I'm a con man.
Alright, increases by 1.
Chad.
You know, I've been working out.
Ivis, you look fucking good.
The book is
Are you
no
now at
longer
20?
there.
Are you at 20 con now?
No, only 18.
Oh,
Oh, Ifus, did you eat that book?
Hmm.
I didn't know you had a weird diet like that.
Can I since there's now only 2 items, inspect the other 2.
Yes, you won't really learn much more than I already told you about their description because you would have to identify them.
What about their market values?
Yeah.
That is a bit harder. It's kind of in the more I presume you use your building in both.
Yeah.
You can tell that they don't have a set market value. Like they're not on the market, therefore there's no like you can't tell their actual like how much they're being sold for. But they are from a giant crypt, and they are old. So you could probably, if you found like a buyer who knew about them, or if you learned about them, that may help you find out, like calculate the values. But they do have worth. You can tell that much.
Yeah. And then, huh?
Are they magical? The 2 items?
They don't give anything off of based off of magic detection or detect magic, but the book didn't either.
Okay. So it's still the weird giant magic.
Yes.
Yeah. Looking around the room, do I have a vibe of what all of this is worth? All the gold, all the Ethereum?
Each piece on the ground is an electrum.
Right, so there's a lot.
And there are like golden statues, necklaces way bigger than any of you. In both of the giant's eyes, you also notice that in his mummified corpse after the battle, there are 2 diamonds, but you don't know their worth.
If anyone tries to rob the giant's corpse directly, I'm gonna like kind of just raise my eyebrow at him and be like, "You sure? You should."
I mean, we're pillaging this tomb anyway.
I think,
Yeah, it's one thing to pillage, and the other to be cursed in eternity.
and also bear in mind, we are here on a quest. Like, surely we do not want to get into bad favors with our new.
Yeah, we should leave
Right.
some for the pirates as well. That is.
Do we have exact details on what we were supposed to do or leave behind? Let's have a look at the journal.
They don't have a fucking clue what's down here, Ferdinand.
No, we could like show up with like a handful of gold and be like, "Wow, look at this! It's so much."
True, but we probably also don't want to push it, and then you
Yeah.
fucking idiots will probably be caught in town spending shit tons of money, loads of electrum, and then get caught.
Yeah, that checks out.
You have a point.
DM, does Riz find a ring that would fit him as a bracelet?
No. That, like,
Aw.
even a
What about
ring for a
belts?
30-foot tall creature, like, a ring would be, like, more like a chess piece for you. It'd be like a little,
Yeah.
Like a
little
crown.
mouse wearing, like, a ring around your whole body.
Nah,
No, it is a belt. Yeah.
that would be too much. So, like, do we guide them here? Because, like, I'm not sure if, like, we could guide the pirates past the shadow creature.
Oh,
Or would
that's
they
it.
expect us to bring some stuff back?
That is an excellent
I
point.
think we need to. We found that sunlight room. If we can lure the shadow creature in there, then we should be able to have them
I mean-
come down and ferry stuff out. But I don't think they'll be able to. Think about how much jangling sound they're gonna make. That's gonna attract the shadow creature.
I mean, we can just be open with them. Just tell them what's down there, and that this is here, and that is their problem.
Yeah, our job was just to investigate, wasn't it? We've certainly investigated.
It will probably negatively affect our reward, but at the same time, is it
Will
worth
it?
risking our lives?
I
We've
mean, if
already
we
risked our
can-
life for them.
True, but
If
we
we
have
can-
not really completely secured the crypt, have we?
If we can,
I'm gonna have a
lure
look at
shadow
the
creature
quest
in,
log.
then it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
And
just
if
worried
we
the shadow
decide
creature's
that it's not
confusing.
coming in, then we can just wait for a while longer until it gets complacent, and then we can sneak our way out.
Indeed, in objectives, secure the crypt from the shadow is not yet completed.
We're gonna get beat up by the shadow thing again.
Hmm.
Do we want
Well-
to take a break and rest up first, or is everyone feeling okay?
I could have a break and rest up a bit in the camp. We can tell them what's going on, and perhaps we can learn to lure the shadow to the light, or we can come back later, or leave it as it is.
We can also go ask them what they'd prefer if they want to go up and take a break anyway.
Yeah, let's.
That feels. I mean, we could take a break here,
Oh.
a short one, not a full sleep, but
Hmm.
Probably safe to rest here, isn't it?
Yeah. Because
Sleeping in a crypt. How apt.
maybe not in the room with the big corpse.
How is Alexi holding up, DM?
After the battle, Alexi is seeming a little bit more energetic than before, not as calming.
He's excited.
Should we unlock this door for them?
I did a real bad job trying to unlock that earlier.
Is this
God, I
wall
thought it
still
was
here?
always stuck.
The wall's gone.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
so stuck. It was like that when I found it.
Oh, okay, if you say so.
You should probably try to fix it. I think you're good at it. If you could fix it, that would be great. Don't tell anyone that I fucked it up.
Ferdinand, how much gold do we have to leave to make it believable when they open this place up?
Wait, how the fuck should I know?
I reckon we can take a couple handfuls each.
Oh, looking around, like there's a fuck ton, but I also don't think they necessarily knew what they would find. At the same time, they might have raided different crypts in the surroundings before, and like have an inkling of what they could find in these rests.
We still have to deal with the shadow creature as well.
Yeah, do we though? Could we not
can
just skip
We
it?
can avoid the shadow creature until we rest up.
Random, are there any diamonds that look to be worth around 150 gold?
There are two
Yes.
in the giant's skull, in his
Oh,
eye
those.
sockets.
Oh, that is tempting. Look, this is for the good of the party.
If he
everyone.
comes to life and kicks our ass again.
When you guys
Well-
die,
It is
I-
kind of poetic that you get a diamond for reviving us from a corpse.
Aww. Alright, everyone be ready.
Round
New
2,
battle.
motherfucker.
nah, you know what? I got to respect the dead. I'll grab some electrum pieces and once I'm in town, buy some diamonds.
Alright, while
I
you
mean-
scurry around, getting kind of a handful of stuff, Ferdinand, with your passive and investigation and perception, you notice something amongst the pile. Some sort
Tell
of
me, Daddy.
something hidden beneath the electrum pile as you're kind of scurrying around, grabbing a couple pieces here and there.
What is this?
You find, as you kind of look at it, some sort of rune. Give me a second. Where did I? It's been added to your inventory. A rune etched in the language of the giants. It does not match any known symbol in modern history tomes that you know of. Within it, you can feel a hatred, shimmering and ancient. A powerful force that refuses to fade even when the ones who engraved it have long since passed from history.
Yeah. Feels angry. Hey, Ivis, can you make sense of this with your like giant thing going on over there?
Maybe don't read it aloud.
Maybe don't read it aloud. That is excellent advice.
Oh, you think it's a curse?
Dip.
Well, I can try and read it.
As you gaze, I would say gaze, but as you kind of feel the rune, it does not match any known rune to you, although your knowledge of giant language is magical. There may be some runes that are left out.
No clue. Which is strange.
It seems, Ferdinand, as you hold it, that someone could attune to it, although you do not know what it would do.
Fascinating. Ivis,
Sure.
you wanna try later?
This seems to be a pretty angry rune.
Yeah, but you go like angry and stuff.
I do go angry,
Look
You're
at it be so
pretty
happy.
big.
but I got the hammer. Ah,
Random, is it something I could identify? Or is it like...
You presume so. A lot of these items you could identify, yes, including
You
the
know
rod
what?
and the crown.
I'll hold on to it for now. Maybe we can see someone who can figure this kind of stuff out before we start attuning to weird random things that feel spooky.
By the way, random.
Mhm.
You can't identify curses, can you?
You cannot.
Just something to note.
Nah, I did not listen.
Should
Brandon,
we each take? Sorry, go ahead.
can I find a jewel that has the color of the sea?
Yes. Although it's probably larger than you could normally carry. You have to carry it as a
That-
group.
Oh, that's a shame. Then, if
It looks
possible,
real
I'd like to
obvious.
take a piece of electrum.
Okay, you can take multiple pieces. I got everything here is giant size, including the gem. So that's why I'm saying like you can't like pocket things easily. It's like, oh shit, I gotta
Yeah.
carry this. Hey, it's like moving a couch
we
down the
don't
hallway.
have a bag of holding.
Oh no!
You do not have a
Oh
bag of holding.
no.
There's a reason. I wanted that bag of holding before.
Who gives
You'll
a
get one
fuck about the
soon,
bag of holding?
buddy.
How much EP can I like just...
Without like, I imagine you want comfortably holding it. You don't want to like have like bags and sacks over your shoulders.
Yeah. Just
Give me a second to do some math.
Yeah, we all just grabbing a handful.
Yeah, because like you all can carry it. I mean,
I
I mean,
mean,
we all have packs on us, don't we? Or at least some of us do.
yes,
right?
but they are large coins. They're not like the same size as because they were
Yeah.
used by
Oh,
giants. So they
fuck.
don't have like a weight. They have a weight to them. So let me just
Mm.
calculate the weight. It's not going to be 0.1 like all the other coins, but
Well, how much?
Yeah.
How much do they convert into?
100 gold each.
100 gold. Okay.
Yeah. So I think Ferdinand, you'd probably be capped on 20.
cool. 20 total, right? Or
yeah,
picking
yeah.
up 20.
20 total,
I'll
so you can pick up
take-
4 more yourself.
Similar for me.
Yes, pretty much everyone. Ivis probably is only maybe Ivis and Eos could hold like up to 25, 30. It's like it's not really strength based. It's based on
How big
much
they
you can.
are.
Yeah, how big they are. So probably 20's cap, unless you have some sort of secret hidey hole to hide them in.
Okay, I'm gonna take
Is that
20
something you have
electric
to
pieces.
place in our regular loot, or can I put it in the
You
money
can
thing?
You can just put it under the currency EP.
Okay.
Can I? Should maybe of these last two items, if we're gonna be taking a rest, should we maybe see if we can work out what they do over the course of that short rest?
Take all the items. I don't think we leave any of the items.
Yeah, but we can try and like see if we can work it out, because if we're taking a rest now, they might be useful for dealing with the shadowy man.
Do you guys want to take a short rest here and investigate the area, like this room for everything, or do you want to take a battle respite and move on, essentially?
I think full short rest, I think, is what I'm thinking.
Investigating the area properly will also mean that we can properly be able to explain what we found to the pirates, who are our...
Yeah, you'll spend
Like-
some time cataloging. Yeah.
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 Especially, like, Riz will totally get out his notebook and catalog it, while also making, like, refining his map of the area. Because he's having
I
a
think
time.
we want, like, despite pocketing some EP, like, our work and life are, like, handing it all, like, passing over the quest shit to the guy should be pretty legit, I feel like.
Yeah.
Random, shall I roll cartographer's tool to see how well my map of this area gets?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go for it.
Oh.
You'll have a map regardless, because like I say, you don't fail checks unless you're like in a rush, and if you're taking a short rest, you have plenty of time. But you can roll to see how
Yeah.
well made it is.
Eos is gonna cross his arms and kind of lean back, and he's gonna look at all the gold, and he's gonna be like, "If we don't deal with that shadow creature, we can stall, possibly."
How many more people do you want trying to kill us?
Fair.
Yeah, and also we are now, having already harmed our reputation in Red Wave Bay quite a bit. I feel like the last thing we need now is to fuck with the literal pirate lord.
Yeah.
You say
Yeah,
hard.
we're
don't
kind of
need
the
more
only ones on our
enemies.
side.
Well, instead of that, what if we somehow show them or tell them how much is down here? And, well, that's not a good idea either. I was thinking maybe we write a contract up with them. Because we don't... This is all word of mouth at the moment, isn't it? Like, he's going to pay us, but I would like it in writing.
I feel like you also have to. I think we have somewhat figured this place out with like the demon, with the sunlight room, with the hidden paths and whatever. We have done, I'd say, a phenomenal job, and we could just get the fuck out now. Take our rewards and peace.
I think that sounds fantastic, but we'll have to see what they say.
Well, they're gonna know how much is down here. I just don't want to be shorted because what's a typical finder's fee? Do you know, Ferdinand?
What's a typical finder's fee, Dad? We haven't discussed this with the boss whatsoever, nor the pirates.
There's
Yeah.
no set finder's fee. Because usually some people will just take everything. Others, you know, they have a certain amount they're gonna give. Like, you're not getting paid for this job. Like you're only getting a reputation for these jobs. You're not getting any money. That was like the ultimatum from Cromwell. His pirates are not going to hunt you, which means your travels on the sea are relatively safer. But he said, you know, do 3 jobs, get some rep. It'll help you buy upgrades for your ship. Essentially, is like the good gist of it. But even if you want to take a finder's fee, you can't really go above what you have and keep it subtle. So it's up to you.
I feel like we should just do what we've done then, because if there's not going to be any like substantial extra reward for killing the shadow guy, I feel like.
How much money was down here?
You know, Eos, there's a sea elf saying that if the sea gives you a treasure, you should never ask for more than you're giving, because you never know when there's a storm. And I feel somehow that the anchor is giving us the treasure from the sea, and if we demand more, we never know when it's nasty.
This is all proper wisdom. There's a time to be greedy. I feel like now is not the time.
Reward us for giving him a pile of fucking gold anyways. Let's get out of here.
After your short rest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to
okay,
see if we can identify
Can I
not
go-
identify, but work out what the crown thing does.
Did you touch it?
Yes.
It resizes to match your body height and shape.
Cool.
Put it on, put it on.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and work out its properties over the course of the short rest and see if it needs like attunement or whatever.
Over the short rest, you can tell it does not require attunement, but you don't know what it does. It seems to have either no magic properties, or it may have a very specific use that you're not currently able to do in your position.
And I do the same thing with the scepter, try to figure that one out.
Indeed, as you touch this massive scepter, it shrinks down to the size of a wand.
A wand?
Do you start trying to do things with it?
Just waving it dramatically, yeah.
All right.
Look at this!
As you wave it, it seems to form some sort of blade of fire.
Eat it! Look!
As you kind of shake it in Ida's direction, it shoots forth fire at Ida.
Ah!
I jumped to the side.
Sorry.
Using
Wrist duck! So, I figured out this one.
Where? Is there another rubber ducky? Oh, no, fire! Ah!
There was another rubber ducky. You got the giant rubber
What?
ducky. It's twice the size of other rubber duckies.
How are we gonna get that one on the boat?
Was that a joke, or do we actually have a
No, you-
giant rubber ducky?
You got it. I already put it in the collector's tab.
I love you
boy.
so much.
You got 3
Is
out of
there-
18.
None of these items on the ground are magical looking in nature, or are they
Well,
just
detect
all...
magic is weird for giants. Their magical stuff doesn't seem to work the same way as your magic detection usually picks up.
Gotcha.
You guys could spend time investigating the room if you want during the short rest, but that's pretty much the best you'll get in that type. But you have the time. You're spending an hour here.
Okay.
Fine.
Should I roll a check or?
Yeah, you can all roll investigate if you have if you want. I'll let you guys just spend time looking around.
I will be spending that hour on that map.
Mm-hmm.
So my cartographer tool is the roll for this short rest.
Ida. As you examine the room, you notice that there's some sort of doorway.
Og?
What?
Ooh. Hey, I call everyone else up. Is everyone feeling rested? Bandaged up your wounds and everything like that?
Oh, dank!
Ooh.
All right, so I'll explain what happened. That was a
Right.
for a reveal, but yeah. So as you were like finishing your short rest, you can all roll short rest and take like you spend a hit dice if you want, or as many hit dice as you want during your short rest.
I think we get
Ida,
nothing back.
I imagine you were like kind of examining things, looking through coin piles, running your hands along the wall, doing typical rogue stuff. You were doing like the knocking. And as you came across the northern wall, you heard something echo behind it, very faintly. And running your hand, you found a stone that kind of reacted to your touch, and a massive door, almost as big as the door to the chamber itself, opened into the sides. Inside, you see a relatively humble side chamber, with an internal brazier lit to the right. As Polaris opens up some food, crinkling it. Munching on some sort of thing they got from the market.
Yeah, I got this like dried herring. It's really good. Want some?
No.
How dried is that? I can hear that from here.
I mean, they dried it properly. It's a bit smoked and salty as well.
Yeah, to the right, you see another sort of like a crypt bed, essentially. It's not really a coffin, it's opened, but you see a giant laid to rest there as well. To the west, on another 20-foot tall sort of table, as you guys climb and examine it, you see 3 more items similar to the ones from Usos' table. A crown, a book, and a scepter of a sapphire.
Looking at the different styles of scepters and circlets, is there a chance these were like partners or compadres or whatever the fuck?
You don't know giant like
Yeah, I don't know shit.
things.
Okay.
You can do context clues. Why would there be a giant attached to his tomb with matching like items?
Yeah, and not all armored out like
Correct.
some dank ass motherfucker.
Okay, we're taking these, right?
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Inspecting them similar to how we did the previous ones, but I imagine we get the same kind of information, apart from the subtle differences.
There is a different looking crowd that does resize. There is a tome that, if Ivis looks at it, it says Tome of Mental Increase.
Ooh.
And then this wand would also resize down, and playing around with it would reveal that it deals cold damage.
So one person can read the book and maybe get a stat upgrade.
Okay, so either you or Riss, I guess, or Ferdinand.
Can we even read it?
Is it in Giants?
I imagine.
Well, when Iris read it, it was like he opened it, looked at it, and then it vanished in front of him. So that's the best context clues I can give.
Which of you 3 then want it?
Which, what was it again?
Mental stat, so I imagine it's
Yeah.
wisdom, charisma. I can boost my wisdom, but all's cool, all's fair.
Yeah, my intelligence is 19 because of the hat. I dumped everything in charisma, so my wisdom sucks. I don't.
Yeah,
use
but
it
your
much.
intelligence isn't going to go up
Yeah,
past 19 because the hat boosted it to 19, right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
probably Ferdinand or Riss, I guess.
I lean on charisma mostly, also for combat.
Do
But
you
that's for
have
too.
any uneven
have max
numbers in your
charisma?
stats distribution?
No, I only have even numbers.
Same. Do you have max charisma?
I have max charisma. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my int and everything's even for me as well. Is
I got
anyone
11.
likely to take a +1 feat in mental stuff at some
Fuck, I don't
point?
even know what those are.
You don't have to read it right
I,
now. You can. It would.
Yeah,
It
we
does
could just
resize as you
probably-
touch it. If you want to carry it with
mean,
you.
Eric and I can like just throw a coin and decide now.
Yeah. We might as
I
well
can-
use it so we don't forget about it, because we've got a lot of
We
shit
will
right
forget
now.
about it. Eric, shall I roll a 1d2?
Wait. The last one. Wait, yeah, the last one it was Dex, Dex, Constitution, and Strength, wasn't it? It was all
Yeah.
three. So yeah, it's probably Charisma as well.
I'd
So
like to pick which one.
I mean, I'll
Eric?
take the wisdom increase if no one else wants it.
Wait, we,
Oh, they
we
want
both
it.
want it.
Oh yeah, I know.
Eric, Eric, shall I roll a 1d2?
Yeah, sure.
Are you one or
Do
two?
you want me to roll it? It's an unbiased dice.
Yeah, random. Can you roll it? I'm just
Alright.
guessing that my brother wants to be number one.
Oh, you know me so well.
All right. Ferdinand is 1, Polaris 2.
I'd like to imagine we got a
Hey,
big old
yo.
Electrum piece for this.
That's the coin of
Yeah,
his
we
eye again.
are like. Who of you would throw up a big electrum piece for us?
I was
Ibis.
good.
Ivus.
So they just
Alright.
didn't.
And then it lands.
Clang.
So,
Thank you, Guasis.
yeah.
All right, so do you use it now?
Yes.
All right, do you want intelligence or wisdom?
Heck!
You're already capped on
Uh,
charisma. It can't go above 20.
I'd like intelligence.
Oh, I
Then.
didn't know you were capped. Damn.
Oh, we could have like figured that out. Lol.
You don't feel any
Thank
smarter
you.
technically because they didn't get any bonuses yet, but you do. You know, some
A little bit smart.
lines are forming on the smooth brain, and it's growing in power.
My brain isn't that smooth,
Yeah.
but the map of my
Give it
brain
a
can be refined a bit. That is true.
Refined, yeah, reforged.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants Fire Wand? Who wants Ice Wand?
I enjoy Fire Wand for
Are
obvious
they attunement?
fire starter reasons.
I mean, she was doing it without attuning to it, so I'm guessing not.
Yeah.
It could make sense for Ferdinand to have it because he hasn't really got a good damage
Yeah,
direct other
like-
than your.
I'll just sure fuck it.
Okay, here's the wand.
No,
No,
this is
there's two. There's an
there's
ice
two.
and
There's
a
the
Ah.
fire.
ice one and the fire one.
Do
If
you
you can
want
have
fire
both
or
if
ice?
you want, you fucking greedy bitch.
You want fire or do you want ice?
I'll take ice.
Thank you.
You can be icy hot,
And
The fuck up.
and
you
in the
wanna-
weekends you can be icy fought.
I chuck
even-
the.
Ugh.
I pass the other crown to Ibis for now until we figure out what they do.
Oh,
Oh, look at us sharing.
I almost want to put it on. I'll feel
I-
pretty.
I think
Ooh,
maybe
do it.
keep it hidden for when we're going past the fire.
We come out,
Oh.
we're in like crowns and capes, like all blinged out.
No, nothing down there.
There's nothing
Yeah.
there.
Nothing to see. Don't worry about it. Just don't go. It's not worth it.
We have like Starbucks.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a few pieces as well.
Yeah, you can hold up to 20 AP.
Wow.
Eos just ran on ahead.
Where did you go? We've lost him again. Who's in charge of keeping an eye on him?
He literally just ran for the entrance.
Run
I
for
mean,
the entrance. I walked
lost
very
my
slowly.
thoughts.
I moved like a square every 5 seconds. It was
I think
it was quite
Ida
slow.
was my buddy.
Ah, Nando's my body.
Eos just got up and walked
thought
around.
I thought you were managing the managing Eos,
What
Being
me?
managed.
Nah.
which is probably a horrible idea. But
What? Why would it be horrible if I manage someone? I'm really reliable.
Indeed, as you walk down the hall, you notice that it seems a lot of the area has collapsed.
Oh.
Since our battle, you mean?
Yes.
Hmm.
Did we do that?
Well, we fucked this place up.
We tell the pirates it was like that when we came.
Yeah, it's amazing how these
Christ.
places can collapse over 1,000 years of decay.
We risked our lives so
Off,
desperately.
off the map, change the map.
I mean, by some interesting stone cunning, we managed to figure out where the original places were. But Riz will totally adjust on the map that some places have been caved in.
As you
That's the
walk,
sneaky
you also notice that the calming lanterns have turned off.
Yeah.
oh dear.
Alexei very upset. His vibes destroyed.
This feels like it could be dangerous. Let's get
the fuck out.
a move on.
That was fun. I think we did a great job.
At this doorway, Riz will turn around and bow in respect again before leaving.
All right, the
Door
door
shut some Ferdinand.
Oh no!
Oh, did I close the door on Ferdinand?
No. I'm like through. I just wasn't like.
Wait! I turn around to Riss. I turn around to Riss and be like, "Oh boy, they're not going to be able to get in now." Oh, that's going to be funny.
What? Oh, we can tell them that. I'll mark this place on the map that they need to bow in respect. I think it's kind of funny that we make them bow.
They probably won't. They're like tough pirate guys. They'll be like, "Oh, we're about where do you want?" And they'll never get in. They'll never see it.
Yeah,
Well,
We come back in a month's time and we take the rest of their gold.
Yeah, it's on them if they're too proud.
What are you talking about? They'll kill people for money. You don't think they'll bow?
I think they'll think they're too important to.
You underestimate greed.
We almost didn't.
You underestimate greed.
All right. You all gather back towards the entrance of the crypt and make your way down the passageway you came from. The massive hole has seen better days now that you come back this way. It seems that the collapsing not only happened in that chamber, but throughout this hole. You can still make your way through, but it is obvious that it has fallen. It seems that some sort of magic has faded.
Oh no, I have to mark all these places on the map now.
Uh-oh.
I can imagine using red ink for the corrections.
Uh-oh. Boys, we're in trouble. We got to deal with Shadow Boy.
Aww.
After an hour or two walk, you manage to make your way back to the servants' entrance, which is where, the shadow was and the hole was. Still as silent as before, something has noticeably changed. The light is gone.
No!
But
Oh!
so is the forbidding darkness.
Wait.
Oh.
Hey, dead pirates.
What?
What?
Oh yeah, you
Uh-oh.
guys are blind.
No, everyone has 120 dark vision.
Oh fuck!
Fuck. Why did they come down after us?
That's very stupid.
All right.
Probably
Hit by
had the
rocks.
cave in.
They might have been. I think they might have gotten hit by the rocks. We might have done this.
But they shouldn't have been down here, right?
Does it look like they've fallen down here, or does it look like they were down here at the start?
You make a medicine check.
That is an
Yeah,
excellent
yeah,
question.
yeah. I can do that. I can do that.
If I
have
look
these-
up, is it clear that they've fallen
I have.
or
I
down there,
actually
or-
have good medicine. Well,
Oh.
could have been better.
With a 12, you can tell that they did die to bludgeoning damage, probably from the fall or from a rock hitting them, you're unsure. But they definitely fell, because their bodies are a little bit crinked and cracked from that.
Ooh.
Yeah, they look pretty fucked up.
If you look above you, it seems that the barrier of light has faded. And you hear some movement above.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is this? Can I definitely... What is this? here?
Bonjour, señoritas. Anyone up there?
Very French of you.
Can I perception real quick?
What are you looking for?
Mademoiselle.
Shadow Goopy?
I mean, the shadow. It's not
or-
dark here anymore. If that helps.
Or is there sunlight on this area?
No,
No?
that's
What's
from
this
someone's
thing
source.
here that Briggs is pointing at?
That's just a statue that was got collapsed upon.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're in trouble because, like, the ornate room where we had the 3 objects to put down is right there, and we cannot access this right now.
Hello? Is anyone down there?
Yeah.
You feel like someone's looking down. You see, if you look up, you see someone. It seems to be one of the pirates from earlier. Like a blonde pirate. She looks down. I can't really see. Oh, there. She sees you in the torchlight. Oh, you guys made it.
It's us.
Yeah. We live.
You guys were gone for several hours. We came down to check on you, and then while we were looking around, the whole area collapsed.
Oh, that's really tragic.
Yeah, we noticed. It's really bad.
Hold on.
Our access seems, or like our entranceway seems to be completely crumbled now. Is there Do you have a ladder up there?
I have a rope. Give me a second.
I was just gonna go through the rocks, but if she's gonna let it.
Unravel noise of the rope. Boop.
Eos is kind of gonna look around before she drops down and be like, "What the fuck do we do now?"
Oh, she's not coming down. What do you mean? She's just put it down for you guys to get up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of whisper that to everywhere else. Like, what do we do now?
Well, we
mean?
tell them what we've seen.
Climb up.
It's
Yeah,
the only thing we can do.
Nothing's gone wrong. They were idiots.
Yeah. we didn't
At
do
best.
anything.
We did a fantastic job. Nice rock
Yeah,
climbing.
we did exactly what we were meant to do.
And if they're desperate for their gold, they can climb down with their new rope ladder.
I like to think they knew the risks involved, because yesterday when we came out, we talked about the shadow creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on them.
Maybe they were prepared for it or something. I don't know. We told them not to go down. They saw us run away from that damn thing.
It's not on us.
I will yell. Riss will yell up at her. Oi, some of your friends perished. Do you want us to see if we can get their bodies up?
Don't. We'll worry about that after. Come on.
All right.
That was nice of you. Very considerate.
Well, I don't like the idea of souls being trapped in places where they're never supposed to be.
You know what? This is getting passive aggressive now.
Alright.
Oh, is this the balcony that's close to the entrance?
It is.
It's all coming together.
Is it?
I mean, it is if you make the map.
Yeah, they can
Yeah.
just go down the rope here.
I mean, I have this map lying. I copied it while we were in there, so I'm looking at my own notebook, and this is wow.
Yeah. So Oh, you're all okay. That's good at least. The boss got worried because you guys were previously only gone for 30 minutes, and then you were gone for 5 hours. So we just wanted to make sure everything was going okay down here.
Nice.
Yeah, we got caught up in the same.
Kerfluffle.
It was quite something.
Yeah, we got caught up.
Well, let's head up and we can talk to the boss. Then you can tell him what happened.
Yeah. Thank you for getting us up.
Oh, no problem. Alright, I presume you guys all go up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
One moment. Loading. Boss, survivors. She'll motion to you guys as Lair and the other pirates kind of look around at you. You notice that
Hi.
even the collapsing has happened up here. It seems that some passageways have collapsed due to the moving of the shockwave, essentially, after the fight.
Wow, it's there's a number down here.
Oh, it's good to see you all are safe and sound. I sent 3 of those in my command down to search for you, but
Yeah, bad news. I'm afraid we lost those.
Gods rest their souls. We found them downstairs. I think I worry
Wait.
for the.
You said 3, and we only saw 2.
There was the one that helped us out as well.
Well, with the ladder.
Yeah, that makes sense.
very well. Fill us in then. What did you find down there? I can tell he motions to some of your new items and stuff that the giant hammer and stuff.
we should have hidden those.
Can't really hide a giant 2-handed hammer.
Yeah.
That you found something at least.
Can Riz roll performance to tell a harrowing tale of deep, dark dungeons and his very brave friends?
Is this a truthful reenactment, or is it I want to lie about what we found?
No, an absolutely truthful
Embellish.
reenactment.
Embellish.
But
reenactment.
he is
Okay.
a dramatic bitch.
All right, yeah, roll me performance. All right. They all gather around as you start and going through your tale, and they are obviously enthralled.
I will especially ham up how brave my friends have been and how horrible and the flesh was falling off these kings and he had diamonds for eyes that could see right through us. And ham up how terrifying it was when everything collapsed and we barely escaped with our lives.
Oh, I see. That was... You guys were definitely worth Cromwell sending over then. I don't think we could have done that.
But keep in mind, that shadow creature might still be down there.
I was gonna ask about that. You said it was there, I mean...
At the end, it looked like some magic of the place was dispelled, so... I can't be sure, but the only place it was haunting are steps that are blocked in now. So perhaps if you take the route with the rope and immediately go through the servants' entrance, you would miss it, but I cannot be 100% sure.
Yeah.
I would maybe try and clear out that treasure chamber sooner rather than later, just in case it finds a way to slip through.
Actually, I've got a map for you here, and I can tell you what was caved in and what your best route would be.
Oh, hand it here then.
Yeah, here you are.
He'll look at it, he'll nod, and say, "Oh yes, it is indeed a map."
Can you read maps?
Oh, I can.
Okay,
It is. It is a average quality map.
Riz nods and is very proud to have made an average quality map while down in a dungeon.
Yeah, he's not insulting you. I'm just metagaming. Like, yeah,
It's a map.
It's a map. It's a map.
It's functional.
Drawing on paper.
But it's a literal treasure map in this case,
Yeah, it's a
which
literal
we're giving
treasure
to
map.
pirates.
I mean,
let me send a message to Cromwell then. And you'll see him use an artifact that is most likely a stone of sending.
Tell him we did exceptionally well.
Yeah, big as up.
Alright. He's done. He said something silently because that's sending. It's that way, but
Shit.
we'll probably start excavating the treasure then. If there's as much as you say, we're gonna maybe we'll need a bigger boat.
we'll need a bigger boat.
You can buy one with all of the gold that's down there.
Very well. No need to go back to Cromwell. He said he'll put in a good word. And, the job's well done. But if you do want to go back, by all means, head over there. But metagame-wise, here's your reputation.
Thank you. Pew, 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 pew.
Thanks. It's really, really nice of you. Is there anything else you need from us?
Unless you want to spend the next week helping us load
No.
the car. Okay,
No.
alright, well,
Bye. See you.
then fuck off. Nice seeing
Lovely
you.
meeting you,
Nice
Mr.
meeting
Treasure
you.
Hunter.
Alright, boys, you know what treasure down there. Work's already done for us, so let's go get looted.
Good luck.
Oh boy, I hope I get the bow again.
Should we open the doors?
You don't, I'll just put you back on the boat.
No, we're doing the map.
He look a little frustrated.
What's wrong,
Come
Eos?
on, buddy.
He just wants more money. Right? He saw all that money and he can't have any of it? Yeah, he's gonna be upset.
While
Oh.
Eos is in this state of frustration, Polaris will take all 20 of his Electrum coins and throw them over the edge of the boat into the ocean as a prayer to Guasis for making sure everyone stayed alive.
Oh,
You're gonna see
Holy shit, that's dedication even.
you're gonna see Eos's eye twitch.
I'm surprised you didn't dive in
Um,
after.
So Riz throws the coins into the water, and I would like to he takes this moment for prayer for their souls after surviving all of that, and for the souls in the dungeon.
you gain a point of inspiration.
Thank you.
As you toss this 2,000 gold worth of coins over the board of the ship, you can feel that
Side
the seas have been, I wouldn't say tamed, but they have been tempered.
Pleased, I like to think.
Yes.
Yes. Riz feels good at the feeling that the seas like his actions, and is having a great day. Moving around, whistling, doesn't get why Eos is in such a mood.
As you're
We're
really,
also in a mood with you.
yeah,
now.
because I imagine you just got back on board your ship. It is like late afternoon, but everyone will kind of look at you as you approach and get on board the ship. So what happened in there? I mean, you guys last said something about some sort of monster, and then you were gone for most of the day. Are we done here? You seem happy?
We're very done, and I go to bed.
Oh, okay. Good night.
It was a great adventure, Nairoon. And Riz will retell the story he told the pirates because he enjoys being a dramatic bitch.
Alright, I won't let you roll. You already did it once. Yeah. Irene is like kind of sitting there like on a crate, swinging her swinging her legs back and forth as she listens to your tale. And once
I'm
you
gonna act out the part of the giant because I have the giant sword and the hammer.
Oh,
drinks
yeah.
potion, and this is how big he was. No, but okay,
Mhm.
yeah. So yeah, she's enamored, and as you kind of finish your tale, she claps. Oh, that all happened in the span of a day.
And Riz bows for that because, drama. Yeah, all in a day. It's amazing. It was an amazing adventure. I've never seen anything like it.
I mean, wow. I mean, yeah. You fought against. I mean, I don't think it was living, but you fought against a giant.
Yeah.
Where are we gonna head to next?
Well, maybe we deserve some respite. I think you've also been through a lot. And there's out of character, looks at what we told random. The monastery, question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, do we want to buy anything from the market? Like
think it-
potions?
Makes sense
Let's
to get our
just
heavy
head
ballista
north.
fitted.
Let's just head north and then we can do that later.
Okay.
Because I basically I want to make the shortest trip, and the shortest trip's to go directly north.
It's up to you guys. The market's prepared if you want to go and buy and sell things and identify objects. But you could also just head straight to anywhere else.
Because we are on a time limit for this quest we have to do for the Dragon Lady. So
You have 2 more months, so you're not too pressed right now. To give you a time scale, it's only been 2 weeks since the campaign started in character.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll show you the map in a bit, and you can decide, but... Nairoon's kind of looking around like, I don't feel like I've done much, but yeah, I can always use a rest.
Can I, at some point,
Mhm.
take another religious gander at this Rod of the Deep, or would you say you tried that a couple of days ago, so give it a rest?
Well, in character, do you feel like you've got any scenarios that would give you insight about the purpose of the rod since you last tried?
No, so I think I might have to go have a chat with Nightbird at some point.
Which we can do, but first I'll let you guys decide where you want to go, and then we'll go to the night antics of your traveling journey. So, you don't have you can't move your full speed right now because it's a late afternoon. You're not gonna be able to go through the night as the ship still moves, but you guys are tired. You don't have the full day's worth of travel, but you have 5 squares you can move today.
Should we just head straight north?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
1,
In the
2. Four.
You could go on, Ida?
I was just gonna say, at some point during the travels on night, when there's a good opportunity for it, I'd like to have an RP moment with Ferdinand.
Oh, the role-play moments are coming up. Don't you worry. I just wanted to get your movement done for the day. All right.
I think that's 5 squares.
Indeed. You are headed north.
how many movement do we have?
5 today because you spent most of the day already inside the crypt, the
Gotcha.
tomb. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. It is now late evening, essentially. You guys are relaxing. You can talk to people. You can go above deck. Just let me know where you want to go. You can now have the full night and stuff to roleplay.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to Ferdinand at some point during the day.
Yeah,
Do you think we should maybe get Eos alone in a room and have a conversation with him? Maybe with Riss as well? Seeing as we're pretty sure we know that Riss knows as well, right?
Frankly, we could even consider just getting everyone in on this.
I don't really want to... Do you really think that, surprising him like that then would be smart. We don't know what he can do. Or we can
And
see
they
what he can do is the problem. So
consider it an intervention. No, you're probably right. We should probably do that. It is best to have it out in the open. In case he like hides what he can do for the mere purpose of not drawing attention when we already know and it could save our lives. Or become a very big nuisance if he needs to suck blood constantly. Like this needs to be addressed.
okay, let's corner him at some point when he seems like he's somewhere private. I'll just like sneak in, but I'll just sneak in like behind him and then beckon Ferdinand in, and then just kind of silently shut the door.
You want to have a conversation in the couch room?
Yeah, sure. Just wherever we can like find Eos on his own.
Alright. Eos, does that work for you?
Yes, that does.
Yeah.
Alright.
And I'll kind of like lock the door behind us just so other people don't wander in on the conversation.
Like you did on other people's private conversations.
Yeah. I'm a sneaky bitch.
Alright, there you go. You guys have the room.
Can't be angry at a rooster
Yes.
for making noise.
I'm going to immediately just be like, "Can I help you?"
Is there something you want to talk to us about?
Let's cut the shit. Yes, it has become rather apparent that you can walk on walls, see in the dark, and drink blood. I think this is something that needs to be discussed.
Is there something wrong with those things?
Seems like it was affecting you the other day.
Yes. Yeah. If I don't do the thing, I lose my ability to do the things. And I'm gonna, like, he's gonna put his hand to the side, like, walk up his hand with his fingers. It's like, I can't without, you know. And I also feel like shit.
Is that the extent of your added abilities?
As far as I'm aware right now, yeah.
Is it going to be an issue getting blood? We've been able to gather that you've got something with wrist.
The only permanent effects of not getting blood is just going to be me feeling like total dog shit, man.
What about Riz?
Is he going to turn into what you are?
I'm not.
or-
I'm not a disease. Fuck. He's gonna leave.
Might as well open the
I mean,
door.
the
It's
door's
locked.
currently locked.
Let me out. Let me out. He's actually gonna like.
Easy.
Easy.
It
We
is
need
not
to-
every time you're on open waters in a situation like this.
We don't understand what this is. It's not exactly a common thing. So
If
help
what
us
you have
understand.
with Riz is a good setup, then you do you.
He's gonna sit on and like prop his feet up. He's like, previously acquiring blood was not an issue for me because I grew up in a fighting ring.
Right, that makes sense.
If I don't have it, all I do is get really fucking tired. I can't spread it to other people, or all the people in the fighting ring would be fucking vampires by now.
And but you're fine in the sun, or it seems that you don't like it like I don't like it, but
Yeah, that's not unusual, is it? You also don't like the sun.
yeah, it's not any worse than it is for me. Like,
Are we done now?
I look at Ferdinand.
Ferdinand shrugs. This is how you wanna. Very well.
Alright,
Like,
as you
do not-
finish- as you
Do not
finish-
consider this an attack. Consider it as. Fuck, I don't even know. It's out in the open.
You
Yeah.
don't need to hide it from us, is I guess what to take it from here. If you need help with it, come to us about it. You don't need to.
Except for the blood drinking part. Don't come to me for that.
Yeah, you've got wrist for that.
Yeah.
But,
This could be your blood bag.
But yeah, I step aside and like unlock the door.
Yeah, as you finish your conversation, you hear a flushing noise.
Oh fuck.
Riss is gonna pop the sofa. He's gonna as he leaves, he's going to slam the door behind him.
Hey, kid, it's okay. I don't judge for anyone who sucks, blood. Oh, he's gone.
The name you smell.
Man, the toilet needs cleaning. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, after that.
By the way, I'm always open here if you need tinkering.
Does he tinker in the bathroom? Oh. Anyway, that went as well as I thought it would.
Better that it's out in the open though.
We'll see how it affects the party in the long run.
Meanwhile, while that happened, Riss was with Astrid. Astrid.
Yeah?
I have a little secret.
LOL.
Tell me everything.
You know, Eos, he can walk on walls. And
Yeah?
do you know, I think he's like part vampire.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Spider-Man.
That would be so cool, but he sometimes drinks my blood because it gives you an essence.
He what?
He just needs a little bit, just a little nibble. He shows like a tiny scar.
And you cool with this?
Should I let my friend die?
Die.
Yeah.
I mean, what if I let him die and then he becomes another spirit that you have in your possession? I can't do that to him.
Why would you make this about me again? Everything has to come back to Alexi. I think you're obsessed, and it's not a nice color on you.
I mean, it's not new that I'm obsessed with Alexi.
Yeah.
Anywho, I thought like you would like to know all the gossip here.
Yeah, so is he like dead or?
I don't think so. I think he's very much alive and it doesn't seem to spread. Like,
Oh, that's
for a moment I was
cool.
scared that maybe I'd get the same thing, but it's just like some weird ass constitution thing he's got going on, some weird biology.
That's a shame. It would be cool to be a vampire, I think.
Can you imagine, Astrid? He complains I taste like seafood.
That's really weird.
That's not funny.
Oh, what do you think I taste like? Should we ask him?
Oh yeah, that would be really
I want to find out. Is he back in the room yet?
Eos is up. You hear
I went above.
you hear like quick,
Yes.
like a quick
yes.
footsteps upstairs, essentially. Like you're
I'm gonna
running
find
to
him.
like he's running into his room when there's like family
We
visiting.
chase after him.
Yes.
Yes.
Question.
All right, as you guys
Yes.
are running upstairs, Ida and Ferdinand, I guess, stay downstairs. I was here working out, and Irene was looking at a map. And then noticed like you like working out. It's kind of like, huh.
I gotta get used to this +2 con I had just got.
You gained muscle mass really quickly.
Oh yeah, I mean, you gotta eat right and exercise right.
He's on that giant protein shake.
He's chicken and rice.
Did you have your daily giant shake of silver liquid?
Yeah, it was just creatine or something like that. Or, sorry, growth hormone.
Chicken, broccoli, and rice, man.
I'm just gonna hide the people not currently here. You may see a black screen for a bit. Alright.
Wait, so Eos is drinking blood and Ivis is injecting HGH.
Yes.
What a party.
Alright. Eos, you were standing up on deck at night. During sunset mainly, as Astrid and Polaris come up afterwards.
Alright, Eos, Astrid has an important question.
Alright.
Which I think is kind of offensive, but
Eos.
Eos kind of like leans back and just glares at both of you.
We
Hypothetically.
we consider that
Hypothetically.
Eos' standard like look, so it doesn't really like hurt.
Yeah, that's not gonna. Okay, hypothetically, if we had like taste, okay, and say hypothetically, Polaris tasted like seafood, What do you think I would taste like?
Probably going to put his face in his hands.
I still can't believe I would taste like seafood. What?
I didn't say seafood, I said salty.
I can see that for you. You do spend a lot of time like in the ocean and stuff, and like sea air is very salty. So like I think if I licked you, you'd be salty.
I mean, do you want to try? He holds out his arm.
Yeah, fuck it. Lick your arm.
Eh?
Yeah, I see that.
Hmm.
What do I taste like? And I hold up my arm.
Driss is totally repeating. Gross. Did you even
Dude!
I think there's still some dust from the giant.
We were all in the same crypt. You can't like help me.
Had a dive in the ocean before I came back.
Yes. What do you think I taste like?
Asking me this question.
Yeah.
Why are you asking me this question? What's the
It's
point?
hypothetical.
Completely hypothetical.
Are you coming on to me?
Are you, Astrid? I didn't know you were the type for this.
Oh,
Am I accidentally wingmanning this? That's exciting.
no!
Oh.
Yes, you're a lovely guy, but I'm not interested. I'm so sorry to break it to you like this. I didn't realise.
You're the one asking me the questions here.
Have you never, like, done, like, hypotheticals and stuff? Like, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or a lot of duck-sized horses?
I think I would fight the duck-sized horses.
Yeah.
I feel like I could kick them and they'd be gone.
You don't want to fight those duck-sized horses. You hear Tristan pour Say from all the way across the ship.
Tristan! Tristan, what do you think I taste like?
I don't know. I don't really care. I mean,
Everyone's really bad at this game.
that's such a weird question to ask.
What?
It's a fucking awkward question.
Gosh. Look, if we're going to be friends, you have to get used to this nonsense. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, no answer, you're not?
I think he's not playing her. You know, we can put the ducks back in a row downstairs.
Yeah! And we run off to, like, play with our rubber ducks again. Bye, yes.
Bye.
Yes, now that you're alone up deck with just Tristan, what do you do?
I'm gonna look back at Tristan and I'm just word mouth to him. What the fuck?
You know, this is what I meant when they talk about seed madness. They've been on the boat for too long. They're not used to it.
You're onto something.
Yeah. You want to try sailing the ship for a bit? Let the wind
sure.
calm you down. Helps you think.
Sure. I would go and I would take any pointers he gave me.
Yeah, he'll give you like a 30-minute he'll let you hold the helm and he'll tell you some basics and stuff while the sun sets over the sea.
Do their hands sometimes touch when he instructs him, and then but at first it's awkward, but then
Then it becomes comfortable.
Yeah, it's more that it happens and he's like, no, you're gonna hold it like this, and I said firmly. Give pointers and stuff.
Firmly on the shaft.
You can't. You can't.
Why is all my characters homoerotic, Eric? Why do you do this to every one of them? You got something for all my characters? It's
Look into my eyes, Dios.
You can't command the ship. You gotta work with it. Feel the pull of the waves.
It was a little gay.
And? Blanks. Alright, let's go back below deck. Alright. It is now night.
So, game night, or...
Yeah! Do you still know those card games, Astrid?
Of course I do. And I set up like a group game, and I just assume everyone is going to play with me.
Mhm.
Oh, fuck.
So are we betting Electrum or?
Well, oh no, I donated it all to the ocean for safe travels and to pay respects.
All of it?
Yeah,
That was a lot.
and that
And
makes the prayer extra worthwhile.
I'll wander out at that point and I'll just say, and that's why we're letting Ferdinand take care of our party finances, not
Yeah.
not you, Riss.
Personal wealth is bad for everyone.
I start like dealing everyone into the card game.
I feel like you're in the wrong profession then.
Look, I just want to sail on ships.
Yeah, but with enough money you can buy your own ship.
But then I wouldn't have met you. That would have been a shame, huh?
I mean, you can more buy a ship later. You know, like, you don't have to unimagine me out of your life to buy a ship in the future.
Oh, Edith.
Aww.
And also, the more money we have, the more spell books I can get, and the more spell books I can get, the more I can find the one spell that I need to bring my brother back. You can't just be throwing money away.
You don't understand the ways of goddesses in the ocean.
I
Sometimes
don't.
spirituality is more important than personal possessions, Astrid.
It's not a personal possession, it's my brother.
You've made him quite a personal possession.
Alexi the ferret kind of just blinks and then shrugs as much as a ferret can shrug.
You are on my side, you little shit.
Audible
Hit me
sigh.
back. So anyway, aces are wild. I don't know games.
Yeah,
Alright,
like
the
every-
aces are wild and we're chasing the hearts, right?
Yeah.
At this
No.
point, everyone knows Eos is a vampire or whatever, except for Ibis.
Yeah, I was
Aw.
like
The rest.
ignorance is bliss.
Yes, it is. I'm okay with that. Like, why is everyone so tense with Eos today? Oh well.
Goes back to doing
More
squats.
push-ups.
Yeah,
Yeah.
push-ups.
Ibis, we are playing a card game. Can you see the
Join
cards?
Ibis because I also grew in muscle mass.
Yeah, GG squat. Come on, let's go.
So,
Keep it up.
Jim,
Keep
I
up.
actually might put you to shame. I have 19 strength.
If you two want to have a chat off, you can
Oh, yeah,
always
yeah.
just roll a strength check.
Yeah, you want to do that? I'll do that.
Strength check roll off here.
Yeah, just both of you roll strength check. No, not a saving throw, just a normal check, and we'll see who gets higher.
Ooh. You know what? I've been working out all day.
He has been working out ever since he got back. Yeah, so so you do beat him, but you notice that even before you began, Ivis was already sweating. He's like, he's been doing
Yeah.
squats and push-ups for like at least an hour.
Next time. Still a good workout. I'm still in a good mood, so.
The endorphins or whatever from working out has made him joy. Alright. I imagine you all play a card game, and as you're getting ready for sleep, I guess several things happen. Polaris, do you still wish to talk to your patron?
Yes.
Alright. You head out to the sea. It's night. The ship is still currently moving, but you can always tie a rope and be dragged along in the currents with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you descend down to the darkness below.
I do. I tie a rope around me and like bring out my anchor.
Mm-hmm.
And then just hold my anchor like with both hands and just sort of like step into the water rather than making a good dive.
Okay, and you let the anchor drag you down.
Yep.
Alright. As you descend into the darkness, you close your eyes, and you find yourself in a familiar place. The dark void. You visualize in your mind's eye chains that ascend down to the void below.
Riz, even though these chains are only in his mind's eye, they are already constricting, and even being in the presence feels constricting. Caspian? You here?
You hear a voice that kind of comes from below, from the darkness beyond your reach. Polaris,
Yeah, it's me. Did you miss me?
you're never gone. I always see what you see, and you had quite an adventure the past few days.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
It was. What brings you to me now, though? Is there something I can do for you?
Questions. We saw the creature from Shadow, and I wondered, because you know darkness, whether you know shadow creatures like that.
I have not touched the Shadowfell, despite how long I've lingered in darkness.
That's, yeah, fair enough. I was hoping to ask you about that, but...
My apologies, child, I do not know. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I grow increasingly worried about my friend's soul, because he is a spirit, and he seemed to all be close to rest when we were in the dungeon, but currently, he's back in his previous state. I'd hoped he'd find rest.
From what I've seen and known from your journeys, your friend, Astrid, keeps Alexei, wasn't it, bound in her service. Yeah. That will not change unless something externally changes it. I just hope that she does not keep him bound for too long. I know that spirits often go mad if they are held beyond their time.
I'm sure she's aware of it, but I think she would go mad as well if it stays the way it is right now.
I wish I could offer help more than that.
Alright, well, I appreciate it. I was wondering, metagame, things about leveling up. We had difficult times. I've never been closer to death as I was, well, in the darkness. I felt strength leaving my body. Is there a way for us to stay closer and, like, to find you on the surface sometimes? To share strength?
Your recent travels have indeed granted you more room for my power. I cannot come to the surface, but perhaps there are means for me to aid you other than just giving you spell casting. I can send you a shard of my power to aid you in combat, although it may require a physical sacrifice to manifest the death of a humanoid.
I see. That would be fantastic, and that would probably be happening in a situation where we need it. What would happen to their soul?
My magic does not deal with souls. It would just be their lingering essence that would power the spell.
Alright. Do I give you anything, or sign something in blood, or tears, or...
My dear Polaris, you give me everything I need every day by letting me see the world of the light. So please, receive this as a gift.
Oh, you're the best, buddy. I think I should go back up. This is... I feel like I'm choking out.
Indeed, your physical body is getting deeper and deeper within the sea. If you descend too much further, you may never return. So go.
I have one last question. Do you still prefer the sunrise over sunset?
Always.
Or do I need to look at more?
I always will enjoy seeing the sun rise and banish the darkness.
I'll have a good look tomorrow. See you, Caspian. I'm gonna go back up.
Swim well.
And he swims back to the surface. And like a wet dog, ends back on the boat and totally does not dry before getting back into bed. And like being on the top bunk, everything leaks down onto Astrid.
No,
Yeah,
it's like being home.
As you're getting out of the water, you notice that Tristan Poor was waiting for you, and he offers you like his big hand to help you out of the water. Doesn't say anything.
Thanks, buddy.
Doesn't ask any questions. Just gives you a nod.
Want to
He's
chat?
your patron.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Cutscene number 1 dealt with. Who wants to go next? We have a couple of scenes to go through. Eos, do you sleep?
Yeah, sure.
All right. As you kind of cross your arms a bit, I imagine you sleep on the top bunk. You're like kind of looking up at the boards above you, pounding
You
a bit.
say as he crosses his arms, does he lie? Does he sleep the way like a dead person does with their arms crossed on their chest?
I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking more he's just like upset, but I mean it's up to Eos. Has he adopted naturally like the crypt sleep?
No, I imagine he has like just a pile of pillows and he's like sitting down with like leaning back into them.
All right. As you close your eyes and you feel sleep pull you under, something's different. You're conscious as you're descending somewhere within the dream.
Has this happened before? I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. I know what's happening.
You open your eyes and see a familiar area, but perhaps not one you've been to in a long time. You're in your, I wouldn't say patron's domain, but you are within your spirit's domain of the dream. The one who grants you your power.
Yeah.
You leave the entry point and cross over an ethereal bridge as you come across a courtyard of ancient swords embedded into soil and grass.
What do these statues look like?
They look like a glorified version of your patron, or
Okay.
of your wayfarer spirit.
He's gonna kind of put his hands in his robe pockets and say, "Well, I hope that was interesting enough for you."
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, son of a bitch!
All right, you say that and you hear a noise descending from above. You're not fast enough to dodge it, and you end up being sent flying backwards. As your patron appears, on the back, sitting pretty much on the handle of a massive greatsword. Almost got you that time, didn't I?
Not necessary, Tilrus.
Oh, come on, you barely ever visit. Gotta...
Every time I do, you try to kill me.
That's what's fun about it. Now come. And that last battle was indeed interesting. I hope you enjoyed the weapon I gave you.
Suited the encounter more than the previous one.
Oh, I thought it would. I thought, hammer time, right? Hammer against hammer. That hammer I gave you actually has a very long history to it, but I won't go into detail about it right now. You know I could talk all day about all the weapons I've found within the dream.
Yeah, you have before.
Well, come closer, don't be shy. The sword's already landed. They will hop down from the sword. So what brings you to this fragment of my domain? They'll like motion around to this one of many islands. And you can kind of see in the distance each island seems to have different weapons in them. One has like axes, the other has bows.
Yeah. He's just gonna kind of like can make a small bow and just say, "Your assistance, like your power, has been appreciated. If you have any like tips or guidance towards like where my path should go next, it would be appreciated." Because she's seen warriors more than I have, so.
I mean, wherever you go, you seem to be getting a battle, so I mean, that's fine with me. I think, just be free. Fight who you want to fight. Heavens be damned.
Maybe sometimes I come here for the affirmation that I'm doing the correct thing.
There's no such thing as the correct thing, Eos. You know this. You mortals always try to seek things out in your dreams and stuff, but at the end of the day, what is right and what is wrong is based on the person, and I mean, that just seems restrictive. And that's boring.
And is there a better way I can connect to you in battle? Pull more of... He kind of waves around this out into the field.
No, you die. At least as you are now. You've been getting strong recently. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, he'll nod.
It's always interesting. 2 weeks of your material plane's time, and you've already ascended further than you have in the past decade. I always found that amazing about mortals.
Crisis Forge people. And that's just kind of what they do.
Indeed. And there are often times where people dream of transcending and getting stronger, but never accomplish it, so at least I chose someone who's actually a fighter. Speaking of, hops over the damaged terrain. Memory time. Sure.
Which one does she want? That's the question. Can I share with her? And I don't lose these permanently, right?
No, you're just sharing the experience.
Yeah, I would share the experience of fighting the giant, of course, and of the giant's memories, actually, and see what she thinks of those.
She just tosses away the giant's memories and focuses on the fight. Or, sorry, they focus on the fight.
Fair.
Ah. To be able to fight.
And then I would show her the shadow one and say, any ideas?
What, about what you did wrong? I mean, you ran, first and foremost.
I need a way to deal with this.
I mean, you had a way, and my weapon was more than enough. It dealt damage to it, didn't you see? Actually, I don't think you actually used my weapon in that fight. Give me the memory.
I didn't.
Well, there's your problem. Use my weapons, and nothing can go wrong.
He's gonna roll his eyes. Yeah, real useful. Thanks.
I mean, I'm... Motions around. I have thousands upon thousands of weapons dreamt up by mortals. Legendary artifacts, weaponry that transcend the... Where are you going? You know they're good!
He's gonna wave as he walks away. Thanks for the chat.
Next time you're getting a fork. Alright. As Yo sleeps, Ida,
Yes.
your gauntlet vibrates.
Ooh. I would have been sat on the deck, kind of like upstairs, probably.
Alright.
In my trance, if I was in the sleeping part of it.
Let's bring above deck then. Also, for everyone who's like kind of like hidden from you and can't see all the maps, remember that you can always just look on the stream if you want the point of view.
Yeah.
Because I do feel bad about you guys kind of be blinded half the time.
What I was doing.
Yeah. Ida. Yeah, as you're kind of looking up at the two full moons, specifically, Sanguis. Actually, no, Sanguis is a half moon right now, and Archon and Custos, the pale and green moon, are full moons right now. So it's a relatively bright night. Your gauntlet has started to vibrate and shake.
I'll hold it out in front of me.
All right, 1 second. In front of you, almost as a projection from the gauntlet, is the drow you saw like a week or so ago in the vault.
I drop down to one knee and bow my head.
He'll look around, kind of taken where he is, looks at the stars first, then looks down at you, and gives you a kind smile. Amastasia, please, rise. No child must bow to me.
I stand. But still kind of looking quite deferential towards him.
My apologies. When you freed me, you were already gone.
There was quite a commotion going on. All kind of happened very quickly. Had to get myself and my companions out of there.
Understandable. I do not fault you for it. I was merely giving you an explanation. In the coming week, I have explored Red Wave. It has seemed a lot of time has passed since the Emperor sent me into the Way Shrines, the Moon Brook. How is the Imperium?
Fallen.
He'll kind of nod as if he had already assumed as much. As expected. Then I was too late.
Were you there at the fall?
I was not. The Empress sent me into the Citadels, the Moonbrooks, the Way Shrines. It was one of the possibilities of our declining magic at the time, although I never figured out if it was or not. I had hoped I could find something to ease her worries, but I failed. Time was stolen from me.
How much time? When did you go in? I'll just tell him what the date is. It's where is the calendar?
1,421 essentially.
Yeah.
At least 1,400 of these years. Most likely before many things happened that you know of. I think the year is year 5 by the standard calendar.
So let me just. When did the kind of Imperium start to fall?
The Imperium fell in 740 something. I know the exact date is in the lore channel.
Yeah, 796.
Mm-hmm. It was a concern at the time of the Empress, nothing major. I just wonder if I could have stopped the decline.
Could you help us undo it?
I would have to see the state of the Imperium. When that is my goal, I shall travel there. Although, I mean no offense, child. You are not what we were. The magic within you is dim and weak. Not starlight, but rather candlelight. It is still miles upon miles above most other of the races of this realm. But something has trained you long before your birth.
If we could just unite the other creeds of our kind, bring them under the light of the eternal moon, then we can rebuild. You can help us do that. You can destroy the Sureth and the Laquen and unite them under the End Shell.
If we were to rebuild, it would not be by destroying the other groups, the other elven clans. It would be by uniting them under a firm banner. I will not shed any of my kin's blood. Not while we're so shattered. But do not doubt. I will see the Imperium rise again, although it may not be in its full glory. But I cannot be the one to rule it, nor man it. It must be a true elf. One of the divine lineage. I will seek them out. It may take centuries, but I will find them. In the meanwhile, it seems you have grown stronger since we last talked. Keep at it. The Imperium will need your strength in the coming days.
I have contacts, a network that was previously lost to me, but I'm rebuilding it. Do I have a way of contacting you and giving... How can I help you? How can I connect you to this world which you've been away from, trapped away from for so long?
I have my means to catch up on lost time, but it will take me away for quite a bit. A blink in Art embraces mind, but perhaps a couple years for the others. I will contact you again. Do not worry. Whenever the moons are full, the Galanandel connects.
Do I
As I said-
recognize that word?
Yeah, he said it before, it's the Moon Whisper.
Okay.
But as I said, grow stronger. There's no harm in harnessing your strengths and your abilities, for they allow you to become a true member of the Imperium. And who knows, perhaps along the way you'll recover the dim light within.
I will. I will work. With this new purpose I have found, I shall work.
Before I leave you to the night, I did notice you're traveling with some interesting company. Keep that rod safe. It means more than you know. Alright, and just as soon as he appeared, almost if it's like an illusion, he just fades into the starlight.
Going to turn back to Tristan. Does he seem like he noticed the person there, or was it only visible to me?
It seems he noticed, but he's playing the I saw nothing card. He's whistling a song to himself and looking to off towards the sea.
Tristan's a bra.
I'm just gonna make eye contact with him,
Yeah.
and then just see that he's kind of like going for that kind of vibe. I'm just going to nod at him, and then I'm going to, as I walk past, I'm just going to put one of the pieces of electrum that we gathered on the stairs, and I'm just going to walk back away, back below deck, without acknowledging anything else.
Alright, you hear him kind of stretch and go, oh! Well, what a time to patrol the decks, and you hear him like crouch down and pick something up. As he
I'll
like picks
take
up the
that from my
money.
inventory.
Alright. The night is slowly coming to an end. But there's one final thing to go through. Ferdinand,
Hello.
as you sleep, you hear a ringing in your ear.
The fuck?
First you feel like it may be tinnitus, but then it's like in a pattern. It's like ding, ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring.
Can I like
Disappeared.
shake my head? Does it go away?
It wakes you up. I imagine everyone else is kind of sleeping. Maybe Ida has already come in for the night. It seems to be near dawn. As you kind of keeps getting like louder, and then finally, as you kind of maybe tap your ear, you hear incoming contract. Please make suitable space.
Oh god. Has this happened to me before?
It has not.
Am I familiar with the procedure?
You know that coin clerics can manifest like market stalls, but you never knew exactly how.
Alright. I'll head up deck. I don't know how big this is. Ah, son of a bitch.
Alright, up again.
Oh, would that ruin like the viewership for everyone in
Eh,
that case?
not like you probably need up above deck anyhow. Alright.
I'd like to answer the call. I'll put on my Google glasses.
Alright. Please use your ability and select where you want it to appear.
My ability.
Yes, it should be under your features. The market ability.
Ethereal connection. Oh
Yes.
shit. Is that because I leveled up? I should have done research.
Indeed, you get that at level 6. And just, yeah, I'll just give you like a template. You don't have to use it. Yeah, there you go. A massive eye appears.
Oh shit.
A market stall around 10 feet in radius appears around you, where you selected.
Oh god. Don't mind me, Tristan.
What is that?
It's a market stall.
Oh, I heard a coin clerks can do that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird shit, isn't it? Oh, it's got a fucking wife. Fuck me.
Alright, as you summon your market, you see that there's a specter managing it. She'll look up, wearing some sort of glasses, and like kind of tip them down and look at you. They seem to be some sort of tiefling, but only have one long horn. Oi! Oi!
Bonjour.
Huh? This Orsis?
What?
Orsis, the planet.
Yes.
Alright. Sign here. You'll see like an ethereal contract appear above you.
Oh, contracts. Let me go through it real quick.
Take your time, your light always does.
Anything that stands out?
Not just the ability to summon the market, as many times as it lists per day. You can only access mundane goods with your contract level. Like that kind of stuff.
Very well, very well. Okay, there we go. That's my signature.
Okay, good. It disappears. Alright, so as the contract stated, I'll be your merchant for the day. You can call me Spec.
Greetings.
Now, whenever you summon us through the connection, will always appear where you call. Keep in mind we are not liable for any damages that happen from the summoning, and we are not here to protect you from any damage from other creatures.
Right, makes sense.
First sign of combat, I am out of here.
Reasonable.
So, anything you wish to celebrate off now, or was this just for the signing contract? Are you done? I just didn't know.
This was mostly signing contract, but let me go through stuff real fucking quick.
Sits back, light something,
Is
can't tell
there
what.
a chance she has the diamonds I need for Revivify?
Mundane goods, so diamonds cannot be sold at the mundane good level tier. So anything
Right.
like anything from the mundane THP book, arrows, rations, armor sets, material like that kind of stuff can be bought and sold.
Urgent, basically.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything I need then. I imagine we're good on rations and that kind of stuff. We stocked up the ship.
You have, if you check the boat, you can actually go to the cargo. You have 54 rations and 14 water.
Do we need more?
You can always summon this the next day.
I would feel like some water would be good.
You can literally summon this how many times per?
Every day.
Yeah, like we're fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine for now. In fact, I can do this like 3 times.
You can do this 2 times a day and it lasts for an hour. And it also works as a tiny hut. It doesn't prevent people from going in and out, but it does protect from weather and weather effects.
I do not think I have anything right now.
Is that so? Well, take a seat then. Let me get you a drink at least.
Thank you. Is there, you do business on horses more often?
More often these days. You see
So
like
is
a
it
ethereal
in a
mug
rise
here.
in coin clerics?
Sorry, can you repeat that? I was jamming. You'll see them pull something out of their ear.
Has there been a rise in my kind of clerics? It has been gaining in popularity, especially in our neighborhood.
Let me check. You'll see like a clipboard appear. Except it's it's kind of ethereal. It's not really like paper. It's like they're flipping through things. Oh yes. Currently, on Orsus Olera, there are a number of listed coin clerks around 53,452 registered.
That's a lot.
Not as many as you'd think. Here you go. A drink will appear before you. On the house. Only this once, though.
Merci beaucoup. So, how does this work exactly? Who are you? How does this work?
I can't give you the exact answer to that. You haven't really... You don't have the clearance. Apologies. But I can say that most coin clerks have made some sort of oath with my organization, and we buy and sell goods.
Fucking weird. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, of course, most likely is weird. I mean,
Is this like a day job for you?
yeah, 9 to 5.
Did you go home after like a long day of work?
Oh yeah,
Dealing-
I'm not even here really.
Oh, you like in an office space?
Kind of, looks around.
Let's see.
I mean, I can manifest physical things. I mean, look, like taps a table and you can actually feel it.
You got like kids or something? Maybe a pet?
I mean, I'm gonna pay for that information,
No.
and then I'm not gonna tell you.
Very well. But in that case, I appreciate the contract and the drink.
Yeah, feel
Does
free
this
to call.
drink disappear when you disappear?
Yes, so you might want to drink it before I do.
I chug it.
Alright. The best I can tell you, it's carbonated. I don't know if you've ever had carbonated drinks as Ferdinand. It's something that can exist in nature, so you could have, but it's up to you.
It's like
You
you
pulled
can
this
get it
out
with,
of a
like, ferment.
Persona universe, bro. You literally like out of one of the Persona games. She popped right out of it.
I feel like there's a monk I need to beat up.
Same. Anyway, take care. Thanks.
Oh,
Stay
you
in
done?
touch. Yeah.
Alright. The drink will kick in a minute or so anyhow. Take care.
Kick in. What?
Ferdinand, make me a constitution saving throw.
Son of a bitch.
Alright. Who goes up deck in the morning?
Do I fucking hit the deck? Shut up.
Oh, Riz will go out and look at the water and have a good time.
As you go upstairs, you see Ferdinand kind of laying on the deck, looking up at the fading stars. You are high as fuck, Ferdinand. Like you are high. So
Riz will just ignore Ferdinand and assume that this is a thing he does.
I'll let you describe how this effect affects you, Ferdinand. But like that's the effect. You're just like very loopy. You're very like you're seeing colors you couldn't notice before.
I imagine Riss walking past in my peripheral vision just shows up as like a fish floating through space and time. Holy shit, that's sick.
Man did hard psychedelics.
Oi, Ferdinand, you alright?
Holy fuck, the fish is talking to me.
I mean, it's kind of rude to call me a fish. That's kind of racist.
Do you fly through the stars more often?
You know what? I'm gonna have a morning swim.
Right. Ferdinand, it wears off after an hour or so, but
Holy shit.
yeah, holy shit, that's pretty much it's better than catnip.
I need a rest.
And on that note, everyone please do your long rest, and we'll do level up hit dice. I'll bring your tokens back up. Alright. So remember for your hit dice, you just roll your dice until you get above like average or above, and then roll up to your hit points that way.
Oh, we roll for hit points here.
Yeah. You remember you roll until you get up average or higher.
How do you just roll hit dice?
Mhm.
Oh, here we are.
So
Is there a
Ida,
button?
yeah, there is under your token. So I'll do Ida's real quick. Ida, you gain 9 HP because that was 7.
Almost max.
You're
Nice.
you're at 52 now.
So like average or better, right?
Yes.
My average is 4?
No, your average would be a 5 for...
No, roll again. Then I get a 6. Haha.
Well, you rolled another 4, so you keep rolling, so you get like a 7 or higher, essentially, because you're rolling a D8 and you're only getting a 4. You need to get like...
Oh, yeah.
Wait, how do I make this roll?
Under your sheet, there's the hit dice. Like, button next to your health. You just roll like a hit dice.
There we go.
Ferdinand got average, just 7.
Yep, I also get average.
Okay, 1 second.
I finally got below max. I actually have rolled max HP, I think, every time until now.
Did it?
Where's your average, Eos?
I believe it's 8, right? So,
You
I
wrote
got a 4.
you wrote a 1d8. Average is 5 for a d8.
Oh, average is 5, so
Yeah.
I roll again.
Yeah, roll again. Polaris got max. So Polaris is at 55.
Yo.
Again.
Eos got maxed then, because you got 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, so give me a second.
That is I've gotten max a little too often.
So 80 plus 4, so 84. Ivis,
Jeez,
did you
I'm a
get yours
tanky
yet?
boy.
Or did you just have to roll?
Yeah, I got 12.
Okay, so you got
I got
8.
you.
You got average, essentially, you got 8 plus 4.
Wait, no, only plus 4 for me?
What? You got... No, I gave you 11, and I gave you plus 4 on top because of your
Oh,
feats.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously you rolled a total of a 12, so that would put you at 83.
I'm still ahead of Ivis.
You have 2 feats that you've rolled max on most of your hit dice, and you also have 2 feats that give you plus 4 hit points.
I know, but I'm a monk.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be here.
Did I miss anyone so far? I think... Astrid, what did you get?
I got 9.
Alright, so 7 plus 2? Yeah.
Would anyone want to spar with Eos?
You knocked
Only
me
if
out.
Eos is willing to
Oh.
spar in the water.
Sure.
Oh.
Oh, in that case, Polaris is really excited to do water combat with Eos.
Because now that my secret's kind of out in the open, he doesn't need to breathe.
Did we tell
Oh,
Ibis?
So I'm just gonna go under the water with you. I'm not a great swimmer, but I can like roll a swim and do okay, I think.
oh, Riss would totally like swim like loops around you and just have a ton of fun with this. Yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
an athletics.
I have a
too.
21 on my swim check there.
Can I do acrobatics?
I mean, are you trying to pull him under
Yeah.
or dodge?
I'm just like Riss. Riss considers this a play fight.
Yeah, and then acrobatics,
like-
you're just trying to avoid grapples and grapple, yeah. Alright, Eos, while you are strong, the water does damper you a bit, and you notice that Polaris is swimming, dancing more so through the water.
Yeah, I can't really keep up with you here, but it's still fun because normally I can kind of run laps around everyone on land. So
Yeah, and it's where
Oh.
Eos noticed that Riss is a sea elf and that he's more, well, on the land a bit too tall and lanky and uncomfortable sometimes. In the ocean, way more at home and natural.
neat.
Ooh, Polaris! Nyroom's kind of like looking over the board side of the ship as he swim. Do a flip!
Also, if you roll, if we were actually sparring and you did roll an attack, I would do it to teleport. I would teleport back up onto the boat and just kind of bow and say, "I think I'm done for now."
That was a good flip.
Like you guys actually would just see Eos teleport. Hey, can I do that?
Yeah, you
How do I
can,
do
yeah.
that?
Click it and
Oh,
then
that's
click where you
pretty
want to go.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull that up real quick.
It's a good time to try it out, too.
Yeah, I do want to see if it works. It's a reaction, right?
Yeah.
Why?
And just click anywhere in that circle and you'll go.
Yeah, so I would like teleport over here.
That's really cool.
You see, Denane over by the giant ballista. Gotta keep it maintained. Oh. Did you just... This is a... you thing?
Yeah, this is a me thing.
Does he know?
Maybe I should start drinking blood.
Not that, not...
Is this a thing everyone knows? I thought it was a secret.
That's not what this is! Oh,
I thought
God.
it was a secret too.
Yeah. Can we make jokes about it?
Oh, Eos, I need you to know that I have no secrets from Astrid.
I
Yeah.
can't do this naturally. It's sunlight outside, guys.
Oh, I thought everyone knew that he was a... Dampier.
That
loud.
was me using key to teleport, or kind of the spirit dream thing.
No,
So we don't worry. I don't
very
want.
spooky
Don't worry.
vampiric.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well, I was really convinced it was a secret. So Ferdinand, Edda, Ivis, did you know?
Maybe.
Oh, know what? It doesn't matter.
Honestly, no, it doesn't matter. It's cool.
Oh.
Ivis, are you enjoying the feeling of the wind on your face?
I am. It's such a gorgeous day.
Speaking of...
Oh, this morning, Riz came up really early for his morning swim. Did he see the sunset? Sunrise, I mean?
You did, yes.
Cool. That's important.
I feel like I'm one of the few people who fully rested last night. No interruptions or anything.
Wow, that's really nice.
I had to listen to a lot of ghosts, but that's pretty standard. I don't get a lot of sleep these days. Ghosts are noisy.
All right, now that you have all leveled up, feel free to continue your travel. You have 11 squares of movement.
Monastery.
Oh, let me roll the weather real quick.
Quick question. How long do we intend to go? I don't have to leave. I'm just sort of like guesstimating whether I should grab a drink and maybe something to eat.
You get a drink. They're just traveling real quick. We're gonna go for another hour.
Okay, cool. I'll go do that. I'll switch sound to like loud so I can hear you guys.
So we can get to the monastery in 8. Wait. Well, 8 or 9, depending on which one is actually
Yeah.
on. Like 8 is getting to
Yeah,
here on the
any square
coastline,
adjacent to the
mostly
island
on,
works.
and this is going along the safe thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's 8 moves then.
Yeah.
Random, did we already have like fishing rest day?
Yeah, I've not got that yet.
Hmm.
I do like the anchor. That's a cool piece of art there.
Oh, thanks.
I wonder if like Eos could talk you into coming down and joining you one night.
I mean, Riss would let you hold onto his anchor while going down. It's just not sure what will happen to you.
Yeah, I don't know if I would handle the pressure as well as you.
All right, feel free to travel. You only get 9 squares today because it is a thunderstorm.
All right, that's 1, 2. Are we going the safe route or are we actually going straight?
We should probably go the safe
We've
route.
we're able to take the safe route and still get there with a square to spare.
3,
So
4, 5. Oh no, 6,
Oh.
7, 8.
All right, we'll make it a rounded 9. There you go.
Ah, yeah, that does feel good.
And while we wait for Eric to get back, I'll preload some stuff.
We can have can we have 2 minutes bio break for
Yeah,
everyone?
go for a quick battle break.
Squeaky chair.
Right back. I stood up a little bit too fast, apparently, after sitting on my leg for an hour now. I almost face planted because my leg was asleep.
Oh.
Here, let me get the map loaded so everyone can see things while they load in. No more happy sea travel music.
Aww. It felt very Kingdom Heartsy.
It's from an album actually made by. Oh, I need to go find his name real quick. He makes amazing like music for D&D games. Travis Savory. Yeah, he a lot of like music used is made by him and is amazing. He makes like soundtracks for each like themed campaign. So like there's Waterdeep, there's um there's like Waterdeep Dragon Heist, there's the Curse of Strahd, like Strahd soundtrack and stuff like that.
That's really cool.
And also I'm afraid to use Kingdom Hearts music because that's probably like instant DMCA from like Square Enix.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, we have our monk friends here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for everyone to get back and then we'll continue.
I'm back.
I missed you.
I missed you so much.
It's been too long. You can't leave me like that.
Forever, basically.
It's been. I need to get that as like a sound bit just to have it. It's been, but not have the rest of the song.
I've got something in the microwave, but I can hear you guys even as I do like that stuff.
Okay.
I went for lunch today at Supernatural, Kelly. It was so much food.
Oh, yeah.
It was way too much. And then we had a main and a dessert. And when you order both. And after the main, I was just like, I won't be able to eat sticky toffee pudding. I just can't.
Oh,
So
yeah,
is
I've
that
had that.
this-
I've eaten there a few times. It's always a lot.
Is that the like health
The
food
vegan-
place? Yeah, because
Yeah, Supernatural is completely vegan.
I had something there before, and it like it was really bad, but it was delivery, so I don't know if that's like was the problem.
Oh, totally took
Delivery
it, isn't it?
messes food up sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, there it was really nice. And our friend Claudia's boyfriend is the main chef there.
Oh, okay.
Tell him it was shit.
2 years ago, there was a friend's delivery that was shit.
Yeah. But it made my my ex like properly sick after having their like pancakes or
God.
something.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But I don't think it was like food poisoning. I think it was just like I don't know,
Something not
some
right.
of the weird grain they used or something.
Oh, bless.
Your body couldn't process it.
Speaking of food poisoning, has nothing to do with what we're going to, but how to segue. You have all pulled up to a craggy, like mountain-esque island. It's relatively small and like actual like radius. It's like you could probably go from one half of the island to the other in like an hour or two, but it is tall and rocky. As you approach, there are even mountainous pillars surrounding the island that kind of make it hard, almost like a fortress to invade. Like you have like the ship has to swerve in and out of them, carefully avoiding it using the currents. And then you arrive and weigh anchor essentially, taking the smaller vessel, like the dinghy you have attached to your boat, to the actual dock itself. Walking up this long trail took you like 20 minutes or so. It is steep and it is long. Even like you guys as seasoned adventurers can feel a little bit fatigued from the walk. Very high, steep staircase, essentially. That's almost like a test of endurance to get this far. And now you have arrived at what appears to be the actual entrance to the monastery itself. Before it was just a rocky staircase, but now you can see statues and even people wandering about.
Well, a bit of a walk. Can I, does this guy clearly note our presence, or is he
he was knelt down praying to the statue, and then as you approach, he seems to have noticed you even long before you even got in view. He'll stand and give you all a bow. Polite,
I
very
return that.
refined.
Riz bows back as well.
Yeah.
He'll then motion with his right hand towards, like, the left of the map, essentially up the trail, and gives a knowing smile.
Thank you.
Is he white, black, or gray in terms of my sight?
Like, gray?
Does this look like a living quarters?
Kind of. You can look in. There's no doors, so you can, like, look in. It seems, as Astrid looks in, to be some sort of ritual, like, not ritual, but some sort of, like altar for, like, praying. There's a praying rug that they can kneel on.
Would I know of this place or like of any relation to Guasves, or is it?
You can roll history.
All right, I will. In today's episode, I have not held on to a lot of knowledge you gave us.
This does not seem to have anything to do directly with Goasis. It seems to me like monk schools exist. They're not related to gods all the time. They are schools where one learns the way of monks.
Hmm.
Oh.
No.
It's also silent.
Pardon me.
Oh, he's speaking.
Oh, he's zooming. He has places to be. Is this...
As you go, you see these are more like alcoves dug into the mountainside.
It's pretty snazzy.
And as you come out from underneath this, this is kind of like a cliff overhang. There's no rain or anything because you're underneath it. But now, as you come out to the rest of the stairs leading up, you see the storm from outside. The thunderstorm is still going.
Oh, it's nice weather, isn't it, Astrid?
I hate it. I am always soaking wet, and it's not fair.
Oh,
Question: do we have a reason to be?
Nah.
We're
the
curious.
reason
On
is
the map.
Eos wanted to go.
Okay, it's on the map, right?
And like we're heading up towards the stash, aren't we? Like if I remember correctly.
We don't have the kit to pull anything out of the stash yet.
Yeah,
do
we
Or-
do. We have.
Oh yeah, we bought that, didn't we? With the along with the sale.
Yeah, we're going for money right now. We need a boat that can handle the fucking storm that we're trying to get this rod into.
All right. As you four approach the front gates, you see a massive monastery etched into the edge of the cliffside. It goes up very tall, like probably 20 to 30 feet tall ceilings that you can only really see windows facing outwards. The rest is just a cliffside. And standing by the front door is a large, pretty much half minotaur monk standing guard.
Can I kind of look around, and as he steps forward, I'm kind of like nod my head at him, and I'm just like shrug because I'm assuming he can see, even though he's got a blindfold.
Doesn't respond or anything, just kind of keeps facing your way.
Any ideas?
You could talk to him. Like, just because he can't doesn't mean you can't. Introduce yourself. Be polite.
Introducing myself's easy. Introducing all of you is much harder.
What? That's not hard. Hi, sir. I'm Riz. I'm friends with Eos. Eos is a monk as well. We're visiting today, and this is an amazing place. Would it be possible to see the inside as well?
The monk will turn towards Polaris as he speaks, nod, and then raise a finger. As if hold on.
See? You just have to ask.
Well, I think we're waiting for something. He'll probably be right back, right?
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm not used to communicating to people that don't use their voice.
Or that are not trying to kill you, considering how much you were spending time you
Yeah,
spent
that's-
bits.
I thought you were going to go that route. Like, you used to people just hitting.
That too.
You know, you get away with a lot of things if you just ask and talk to people. Riz does a little bow for the new person, as he thinks is appropriate here, but isn't quite sure.
As the silent monk returns, they seem to be bringing someone who's not wearing blindfolds. He'll give it like a polite bow and actually speak. Welcome to the Silent Monastery. What is the purpose of your visit today? I am the vice leader of this school, Varder.
Personally, I was hoping if knowledge, learning. I never really had an instructor.
Indeed, you just seem to have some sort of key flow about you. We do not turn away those who are curious about the order. You may come on in and explore to your leisure. All I ask is for you to be polite and not to to get in the way of the antics and duties of the monks here.
Alright. Is there, like, a way that we can give back for being here? Like performing a small job or duty?
Donations are always appreciated. You see the monk behind him pull out like a bowl of offer like coins.
Riz will give 2 silver coins.
I'll put in 3 gold. Make mine an even number.
Thank you. Perhaps the
Yeah,
students
I'll
will
put in the gold.
be able to eat a full meal today.
Oh no!
How expensive are your meals?
Oh, there's a lot of us. Come.
Should we have given them more money?
I don't know, I thought it was generous with silver, because, you know, it's...
Yeah. Excuse me, thank you.
I must return to our teachings. If you wish to explore, you may head to the east and go to the courtyard, or you may see the actual hall to the north. Feel free to take your time and be at peace. Listen, for that is what our order is about. Listening to the world around us.
Thank you.
Riz means to Astrid, somehow I feel like a bit told off for telling us to listen rather than talk. I'm not sure if I can breathe if I'm not talking.
Do we need to like gag you so that we can like
No, I think I'd explode.
Knock knock.
Alright.
Oh, we're going the other way.
You said go east, right?
You can go wherever you want. There's no rush. I just, I'll follow you guys, essentially. As you open the door to the east, you see a, not lavish, but rather tall and clean cafeteria-esque room with tables to sit at to eat and meals to be had. 2 monks are here, just eating their meal. One seems to be a human, the other seems to be a half-orc. Outside you also, you can see the storm raining down on like a kind of like, this is like a tunnel, like a hole going up to the sky on a relatively peaceful looking courtyard.
Oh, I've gone a bit slow with my movements.
Oh no. I don't know
Can
what
I
to
open
do
the
here.
door to the courtyard?
Yeah, you can open it.
Is this a well or a fountain?
It seems to be a well.
I'm very intrigued by this well. Is it filled with water?
You can't see the bottom of it.
Shadow monster.
Alright, as you kind of walk around the courtyard, you see one of the silent monks sitting on a bench, bandaging themselves. They appear to be a halfling of sorts.
Do they look like they need help? Because bandaging yourself alone can be tricky.
You can roll perception. They do not seem to require help. And you see that they are very skilled in applying the bandages if they do it very often.
Alright. Riz knows not to patronize people who seem to be fine.
You also know, Eos, with that 25, that this monk, even though they're not wearing blindfolds, are blind, as if born that way.
Huh.
But not like Ivis?
No, well, Ibis doesn't have eyes.
Well,
Yeah. Don't be so
That's-
insensitive.
wow.
The monk will look up at you, like, in the sense of, like, look in your general direction, but not see you, but, like, kind of turn their head in your general direction, and give a polite little nod while going back to wrapping bandages around their arms.
Riss will see that and say, "Oi, we're visitors."
He'll give another, like, slight nod.
I think that's as good as you're gonna get.
Oh
Ferdinand,
yeah. I just want her to know that there are people and who we are.
Ferdinand, with your passive perception, as you get close to the well, you smell something off about it. Very faint.
Not like going for closer inspection.
Yeah, you could roll perception.
Riss is really curious about it, so when he sees Ferdinand sniffing around, he gets super curious.
There's the faint smell of iron.
There's a scent of iron down there. Quite odd for a well. Does this look like a well that they would actually use to get water from?
It looks like you could get water from it. It goes down very deep though. More than at least your dark vision can see.
Is there like a bucket around? Does it look like it would be functional, or is it just a well with nothing like around it?
There's no bucket or a rope attached to it currently, although it looks like you could attach one to it. As you guys are examining the well, Iris and Ida, you have entered what appears to be some sort of library. There are scrolls upon scrolls on the walls, and ample desk space. A lot of these tomes, however, do not seem to be written in common, but in some sort of dot-based, like, reading system, and it is, it's Braille, essentially.
Oh, I don't know, Braille, do I?
You do not.
Darn.
Ida, again, as you enter to the east, you see a larger chamber connected to the library, most likely related to it, with sitting desks for transposing and writing. This is most likely where they write scrolls in their unique system or copy tomes over. To your southeast, you can see almost comedic in size, a half ogre sitting at a table way too small for him, very delicately scribing things onto a scroll.
So are all of the titles also in Braille?
Yes, some are written in common, but they're more common things you find in schools, like the path to a zenful experience, like things you would. Yeah.
Are there any that I'd know, like, relatively well? Like, they could maybe try and figure out some of the words with it?
Not you. Mainly because anything you would be familiar with would mean you would have to be a monk. Like, these are
Right,
monk
okay.
teachings, not like things you would find
Yeah.
in like a library elsewhere.
Can Riss ask the Silent Monk about something?
Yes, you can. All right.
You can ask yes or no questions. He goes to the monk and asks, "Can I ask you something?"
The monk will look up, finishing wrapping one of her arms, and then starts wrapping the other one, and just kind of keeps staring at Polaris.
With the lack of response, he nods. "All right, I won't interrupt your piece."
Slow blinks.
I'm really curious about this well, Astrid.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just where they get water from. It's
Yeah.
not
But
everywhere's
Ferdinand-
like flooding below where there's just water everywhere. Some places need it. Water.
Ferdinand said it smelled irony, and it's weird.
Oh.
Maybe it's
some
just
people
like,
a bit of iron in the water.
maybe it gives you good bones.
Yeah. They might all just be deficient. I mean, it sounded like they weren't eating properly, so they might just need a little extra vitamins. Oh, we should be quiet. This is a library.
There's no one else there. Although the whole monastery is quiet, all things considered, given how no one's talking. Either to the north, you have opened what appears to be some sort of side chamber. There is a waterfall opened up to the sky above. Moss and grass does grow down here.
It's quite thundery, isn't it? So, like, the sunlight isn't too bright.
Yes, although there is sunlight, so it would still affect you, but it's not like... It's not gonna, like... It doesn't hurt as much.
I think I might just sit and, like, meditate a little bit by the waterfall
Alright.
out in the rain.
Ash, what are you doing up there?
Just having a nosy at all the books.
Alright, this is that's a transcribing table, essentially, where you would write scrolls.
Ooh. She's just being really nosy and looking at everything while trying to be quiet, but this monk is probably very aware that she's around him.
Is there a place that looks like it would have maps?
If there was gonna be a place that had maps, it would be somewhere here, but there's a lot. Like, these go up, like, 20, feet. There's ladders and stuff to get up to, like, all the scrolls.
There must be, like, an organization system,
Yeah.
and I don't want to disturb the monks who are working.
I'm just giving you, like, a general idea of each room as you enter them. If you want to examine things, you're gonna have to take time, essentially.
I would love to take time to see if there's a map or history part somewhere.
Alright. You can roll investigation. That'll probably take, like, half an hour to go through a lot of these. Alright, well, you're examining that. Where's Eos going?
Just walking around.
Alright. I just didn't know what you guys are interacting with, because you guys are all spread out now. Like, I have to keep moving the camera.
Hmm.
Can I see what this silent monk is trying to transcribe?
He seems to be transcribing something from Common into their language, like into Braille. Like, notice you as you kind of come over and he'll slowly turn his massive head.
Oh, don't mind me. I wish I could learn how to write like that. I don't have eyes either.
The monk will kind of reach out, and go to, like, kind of run a finger along your blindfold. Do you stop him, or do you, like, let him? He's like a half ogre, he's big.
I let him.
Alright. Sensing, like, kind of feeling like, like you're blindfold, he'll nod and rest a hand on your shoulder in a comforting gesture.
Oh, it doesn't bother me. Yeah. I guess you chose to be blind.
He'll nod again, and then he'll point towards the courtyard. And then point towards you.
I should go through the courtyard?
He'll point at your blindfold and then point back at the courtyard.
What's in the courtyard? Oh, you can't tell me, can you?
The monk nods again, like answering, like he cannot answer you.
Is there someone I should see in the courtyard?
You can tell that if this was an monk of patience, they would have groaned at that joke, but they'll not indeed nod again.
Okay, I'll go over to the courtyard.
It's time for my favorite minigame, finding where Eos went. Alright, he's over here. Eos, you have joined their like, it's kind of like almost like a mass. He's like Vice-Leader Farters going through the tenets of the Silent Monastery.
I'm just listening at this point.
Alright, you'll learn the following. The Silent Monastery... Oh, let me turn this music off real quick. The Silent Monastery was formed to fight injustice of the world. By limiting one's senses, they believe they can focus on listening to the sorrows of the realm and finding answers to silent questions that those in power ignore. This starts by taking on the Oath of Silence, where the monk does not speak for several years. Once enlightenment has been reached, they then blind themselves with cloth and magic, listening further to the world around them. Once this stage has been accomplished, the final stage is of going deaf, in addition to the above occurs. He'll notice you listening, and he'll explain that true masters of the Silent Order fight with supernatural senses that transcend the mortal form, although most tend to stop at the first or second stage of training. Indeed, even I have only reached the second stage. Our master, our leader, Anton, has reached the true mastery of this oath, though. Do you have any questions, young monk? You'll say, looking at Eos.
You've proceeded through both stages of blinding yourself and not speaking for years at a time.
Indeed. Took me rather 20 years of my life.
I don't quite understand the benefit.
By listening to the world, you hear the cries of those suffering that others ignore. It is about finding peace, but also listening. Too many people talk. They force their ideals upon others. They fight wars to do so. Few listen, and even fewer listen to those with silent voices and cries for help. The innocent that are murdered. The children who lost parents to wars raged. Our order believes that by listening, by truly listening, we can better not only ourselves, but the world. Tell me, young monk, when was the last time you went a day without speaking?
Probably a couple months ago when I got really mad at someone.
Now imagine going years, listening to those around you, and thinking only your own thoughts. It is almost a prison of sorts, but
Yeah,
liberating in the same way.
I'd go insane.
Many sometimes do, and they break the oath before they even reach the second stage. What school, if you don't mind asking, did you learn your key?
Did we ever discuss that?
You never went to a school, my man. You never had an order.
Yeah, no. I was like, I would just be like, no school here.
So you're self-taught. That would explain your unique key. Raw, unrefined, yet strong. Well, if you ever do wish to join, the Silent Monastery welcomes all acolytes. But for now, enjoy the halls. Find peace. Rest. It may be storming outside, but it can be tranquil within.
Shouldn't
Oh, go on.
listening is good and all, but shouldn't one also be a voice for those who cannot speak for themselves? Is that also not a valid?
We find sometimes that those who speak do not listen to the ones they speak for. Kings, queens, rulers, tyrants. how can one say they speak for the common folk and those who are suffering if they do not first listen to their pleas? That is what our order is about, the listening. What you wish to do with it once you have mastered it, if you wish to help, that is up to the individual.
He'll bow his head, and then he's gonna, like, once the guy's kind of like reached a stopping point or some point,
Mhm.
he's just gonna say thank you and then step away.
Right. While this is going on, Ibis. The only person out in the courtyard that you can see is the halfling silent monk who is wrapping their arms. The one who is also, I don't know if you can tell, you can't really see eye features, but the one who is also truly blind.
Is she bright? What color is she? White? Gray?
Like gray. Yeah, like the most gray you've seen, like the purest gray.
Oh, hello, little one.
They'll look up at you, but not really look, but they'll move their head to look at you as it's polite.
Your fellow sent me to come over. We're here, I guess, to check on you.
She'll tilt her head and like kind of motion to your eyes.
Oh, well, I can't see either. I don't have any vision eyes. I've never been able to see.
They'll make room for you on the bench.
Oh, sure. Sit next to her.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like headbats?
She shakes her head left and right. No. As she finishes wrapping her other arm, she'll just kind of glance towards the sky and then close her eyes.
Oh, I do that a lot. Usually when I'm brooding.
She'll turn to look at you and open her eyes again, still pale, but you can't really see. You just see like the aura, and then move a finger to her lips. Then motion again and close her eyes.
I'll just lean back and embrace the rain as well, without saying anything.
As you sit in silence, you feel some sort of strange effect happening here to you. You can always see within 60 feet of you. You can never have turned it off as long as you've been alive. But in this moment of Zen, you feel like you could actually truly become blind for a brief moment, to not be aware of anything outside your own body.
Alright, let's give that a shot. See what it's like to not see anything.
Alright. Slowly, almost like a wave descending, the void comes. And for the first time in your life, you really... normal people can just close their eyes. For you, it's like you've been forced to have them open your whole life. But for right now, there's darkness and peace. Even the sound of rain fades.
Obviously just gonna embrace it and enjoy the peace.
Alright. Eos. With your passive perception and the fact that you've been pointed out to by Ferdinand, you also smell the iron from the well.
Can I kind of roll an actual perception check at the well?
Yeah.
Okay.
It smells familiar. Something you smelt quite a lot in your life. It smells like blood.
The well smells like blood. Is there any blood around it?
No. You walk over to Ferdinand, who's been T-posing this whole time in the library.
Well, you said smelled like iron?
Yeah, I noticed that. What you
That's-
reckon?
What else smells like iron?
Blood.
Exactly.
Well, I imagine you know all about blood.
Yep. He's gonna look at. He's gonna just like glance at Ibis and the monk over here, and he's gonna be like, "Huh."
They're very.
Alright.
You see a serene look on Ivis's face, I imagine.
Uh-huh. If I lean my head over into the well, there's nothing I can see down in it.
Your dark vision cannot see beyond 60 feet.
Oh God. I don't care enough.
Mine can, but I'm not there.
Just try to climb down. What's the worst that could happen?
A abomination crawls out and kills a bunch of monks and me.
Detail schmetail.
Oh, you should definitely drop a rock or a bucket down it.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, what can go
work.
wrong?
Well, Eos decides what to do. Ferdinand, Polaris, Astrid, and Ida. You guys just still doing what you've been doing? Polaris, at that 9, you don't find anything. You do find like their basic tenets, like I discussed to Eos about what this monastery is about.
I mean, there's a sort of, they have a system I've never seen before. It was fun to look at, but wow, this is complicated.
Astrid, you open a hole full of similar-looking statues made out of marble. The door to your north seems to be locked.
That one goes back in there. I feel like I don't want to interrupt whatever's going on in there. What a whisper. Oh, hey.
You open the door to a storage chamber where they store their rations and food.
We're
Does
not
it look-
robbing the monastery.
I was supposed to, does it look as depressing as you made it sound earlier?
Yeah, they have enough food, but it's not like they're feasting every day.
I could not be a monk.
Riz is standing. Astrid, their system, I've never seen anything like. I'm not sure if I'm impressed or if I'm disturbed, but it didn't make heads or tails.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Edward's going to get up, seeing his meditation is now probably not going to be possible now. Astrid and Britt are here, and they're going to start just walking away.
Oh, were you doing things?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
She's just gone.
No,
Wow.
I get the feeling that Ida doesn't like us very much. I don't know if you picked up on that vibe, but
Well, it seems like Ida just likes quiet things, while I don't like quiet things.
yeah, I just thought that we would have a nice little elf club, and I just feel like he doesn't like us.
I mean, you're only half of one anyway.
Elf supremacist.
I still count.
You're all right.
Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome.
Okay, should we go see what this door is?
Sure.
I'm just opening everything until someone tells
You're
me.
quite
I'm
a
wrong.
curious one, aren't you, Astrid?
Oh, it's the lavatories, I think.
Oh, I'll leave you to it if you need to.
I'm good.
How deep is the water at this waterfall?
Oh, it's not too deep. It's only like a foot or two.
Can I stand under the waterfall and enjoy it like raining down on me?
Indeed, you can.
Ooh, he will take a moment to stand here, just enjoy this moment of just like overwhelming sound, which almost translates to silence.
You stole Ida's meditation spot.
Yep. Was happily just having a nice meditation, and it's just like, yeah, no, this is not,
My loud
not
friends
gonna be
back.
viable anymore.
All right, Eos, you're back in the library.
To do here, like the well smells like blood, but I fail to see why that's my problem. but maybe should I warn them? Yeah, I'm gonna warn them. I don't want to go like talk to one of them about this. If possible, I'm gonna wait for Varder to finish. If he like,
He's done. Yeah.
yeah. If he walks out, I would try to catch him like on the side somewhere and just basically be like, "Hey, your well smells like blood."
You must be mistaken. There's clear water down there that we drink from every day.
Uh-huh. He's gonna nod and then not say another word about it.
Very wise.
What the fuck? Alright, something's weird. Hey, okay, I'm freaked out. Like, Eos is kind of freaked out now. He's like, Forget.
What?
He's gonna shut this door. He's gonna make sure this
All
door
right.
shut.
Fine.
Shut it in Astrid's face.
Hi.
Ow.
Hernandez,
Hi,
this
bye.
place is weird. Place is weird.
Look, it's obviously a cult.
Yes, but whatever's down the well, they think is normal water.
But I just figured that's where they like leave their eyes.
They said it was normal water.
Did you inside check them when you said it?
No, I was too freaked out.
I can imagine that is kind of weird. I'll continue to T-pose over here. Bye.
I don't know what to do now.
Astrid, are you also examining the well?
I'd love to have a look at what's going on.
Alright, roll me perception. You think you hear whispers from below, but you're uncertain if that's actually happening or just your imagination.
Eos.
It's only getting better.
Eos.
Not going.
Hey. I normally hear voices in my head, so this might be completely unrelated, but the well is whispering to me.
I think it's time we leave the island.
And there's no bucket or anything, we can't be like, oh, we're thirsty, can we have some water?
I don't want anything that they have to share with us at this current moment in time, Astrid.
Yeah, but just so we can see the water properly.
Sure, let's go. So you lead the way here.
Okay. Oh, hi, excuse me, sorry, I know that you're having your lunch.
It's more like dinner, because you guys got here very late in the day.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. We were just saying we could really use, to refill our, water skins. Can we use that well?
The monk will shake their head left to right.
Oh, okay. Sorry to bother you. We'll just float with rain, I guess. That didn't work.
So they don't want us to use the well.
What kind of monks don't let you have water?
Well.
Can't even just do it.
Can Ivis hear me if I say, "Hey, Ivis"?
Unless he's changed his point of view, he's currently in a trance you have never seen him in.
Did they drug him?
Fuck is happening to Ivis?
Did he drink the water? Is that what happens?
We got it. Get it. Get out of here.
I need to know.
Come on.
I don't have any spells or anything that would help figure out what's happening.
I'm trying to gather everyone up in the courtyard so we can get us out of here.
I'll get Polaris. Hi, Ferdinand. Eos is freaking out. We have to leave.
What, already?
The well's obviously cursed, and I think it's stressing him out.
Yeah, what the pussy.
What are
Can
you
I
been
see
doing
to
in
the
the...
bottom of the well?
Oh, barely. You can see the bottom edges, and it's in grays.
I'm gonna send down dancing lights, range of 120 feet.
You
That should
guys
give
do
me light
realize
vision.
that we're in a monk monastery fucking with something they don't want us to fuck with. We can't just leave.
I'm not fucking with it. I'm just looking.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Roll me an intelligence saving throw, Ida.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I'm just looking. Nothing bad ever happened from looking. Just getting Call of Cthulhu
I
vibes.
would like to leave now.
Saving throw. Oof.
Worse could be better.
Alright. You see at the bottom, red. And as you do so, a voice at the back of your head. One that you've not heard before, but something that seems celestial in nature.
This isn't a charmed effect I was saving against, is it?
I can't answer that, but you do hear,
Well, just because I get advantage against saving throws against
it's
being
not,
charmed.
you're not charmed,
Okay.
but you do hear, evil from the outside. Cleanse it in my name, and rewarded you shall be.
Talk to us.
I'm going to bring the lights back up.
Worried because Eos was
Yeah,
also
let's-
looking at the well when the light was on it. So, would that affect both of us?
I gotta make the saving throw.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Hey, Polaris, Eos is freaking out. We gotta go.
Huh? Alright. I wonder what makes Eos freak out, because he's seen some shit.
Yeah.
Alright. You also hear the same thing, Eos, but you also see a great sword, lit aflame amongst the black. The black expanse. Like a void. And you know that that's the symbol of Fadir the Cleanser.
Ooh.
People aren't nice monks. Oh dear God.
Just checking the Black
Don't
Pantheon.
mind us,
and-
just having a look.
Fadir the Cleanser, you all know, is a god that represents purity, justice, and zealotry. He fights an internal war, bringing mortals under his command to face off against creatures from other planes.
These
All
guys
evil must
are
be
like-
purged.
Yeah, these guys are the purge the unclean.
But they're showing up as like grey for evil.
Thankfully, I'm clean as fuck.
Because they're fanatics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should go. I'm just gonna look at
Yeah.
Eos and yeah, let's go. Dissipate the
Look,
spell.
I look at Ivis and say we need to get him out of here. Can I gently pull Ivis towards us?
Oh yeah, once you touch me, I might respond. If you're trying to say anything, I don't hear you.
No. I'm gonna gently pull you towards us, and I'm going. Can I like? I don't want to take the blindfold off because I don't know what it's done to you. So I'm
No,
just gonna,
so- As you awaken Ivis, your senses come back startlingly fast, as if they overwhelmingly, it's almost like you feel for the first time the effect of being like almost flashbanged, as all the senses you just cut off come back. You can feel, however, in this chaos, a comforting small hand on your arm, as if knowing what you're feeling, as the halfling kind of just pats you.
I pat her on back and say, I guess it's time for me to go.
She'll
We'll do
nod.
this again. Maybe we'll do this again sometime.
Polaris says bye to the monk who is at the door. Thank you for letting us visit. Appreciate it. It's great.
He'll
Why are we
nod.
running?
Yeah, Ivis doesn't know anything.
Why are we running out of here?
Ivis was serene. He was finally feeling something new in his life.
I always feel so happy.
Yeah. Counting
not
your
happy,
friends to ruin
scream.
that for you.
You're right. He's our horrible friend.
What?
Right, we're missing
That was the
Ferdinand
quick head count.
and Ivis.
Buddy system.
I'm still T-posing somewhere. Oh,
There you go.
There he is.
Slash me teleports to me, Ferdinand.
I don't want to fuck with any clerics of Fadur. I will be real honest with you.
Oh no, they're not clerics of Fadir.
the pussy bitches monks.
Fadir sent you a message saying, "There is evil here, cleanse it in my name."
Oh,
Oh.
he said that to us?
Yeah.
Like,
Would
that's-
I-
this-
I thought
Wait.
it was about us.
Oh, no, I misunderstood. Yeah.
Why would Fadir, a white pantheon of God, say, "You guys are evil, get the fuck out"? Like, what? What?
Wait.
I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear. I thought I did with those, yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
so what you said, but I took it as the rest of us are the people who are corrupting it, and he wants us to wipe each other out.
What?
Was kind of what I took from the big blood well.
Yeah, no, at this point, Eos is just kind of like, okay, well, this place is fucked some way. Let's get out of here and talk about this somewhere else. You know?
I'm down to like go back to the ship and talk about what we've seen.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Plus, whatever a god just talked to us about. Because usually you don't really ignore when gods ask you things.
That is true.
And half of us don't know that yet. Half of us are just running because there's like obviously blood in a well.
Yeah,
Well,
we're just like,
I'm
okay.
running because Eos tells me to, and you know.
We are ride or die.
Yeah. Time to go, guys. Let's get out of here.
Riz is smarter than to question people telling him to get out right now.
At this point, we're leaving, and we may come back. But right now, we're gonna.
I mean, it is night, so it makes sense that you'd be leaving to go back to your boat to sleep anyhow.
Yeah.
In the night.
All right. Well, you can teleport us back there.
Yeah, the monks will kind of wave you off. But yeah, I thought it was clear when I said, like, you see the holy symbol of Fadir, the greatsword, the flaming greatsword against the knight.
That means there's something here
I mean,
that's
we're not
really
good
bad.
guys.
I mean, so
Oh, yeah,
actually,
you
me
can
and-
completely ignore this. I'm just,
yeah,
that's-
because
Yeah, no,
Edda
we could
didn't see
ignore it.
that. And Edda and Eos never actually discussed. We both just
Yeah.
looked in, and Edda was like, "Yeah, I think we should leave," because they just saw it's a pool of blood, and then I've got a voice talking in my head telling me to purge shit. So
So once
mean-
we get back, I'm going to kind of relay what me and Edda saw, and then when Edda says she didn't see the sword, I'd be like, "All right, so we may have just been asked by a god to do something."
What?
Why? Why us?
Oh, did a god say something to you?
Yeah, I guess.
Which one?
Fadir.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Good luck.
You're on this team too.
Oh. Oh, well, I mean... I mean, I don't really know what happened, but God's talking to you usually is a good sign. I mean, you're
I'm going to say God spoke to us, the Fadir spoke to us in a very obscure way as a well filled with blood.
Which is kind of intense.
Yeah, I feel like this is some Old Testament shit. We don't really want to ignore it.
Yeah.
Do we
I
need to
feel
go
like
down
very
the well?
much want to ignore it, but
Well, I mean, you can always ignore it. I mean, I imagine the gods just spoke to you because it was convenient. But it's not like you have to do it.
But what if we ever not done things?
I mean, you still haven't got me back home yet. I mean, I understand the delay, of course. Gotta prepare the boat and all that, but yeah.
We're working on it.
Oh no, I know you are.
Thank
So-
you.
If we don't do it, what happens?
The eviler things will happen on the island if no one else comes in time.
But what type of evil do you think he's talking about? I mean, Who knows? They maybe just slaughter animals. They eat meat there, I guess.
It sounded like they were pretty fanatic in general.
I'm worried that it's bad because Fadir
Yeah.
doesn't really mess around with
If
normal
a god's getting
evil.
involved, it must be bad.
Yeah, he is. Fadir likes to fight against things that aren't from here.
Ah.
Why does it affect us?
Because you got asked.
It's also close to Red Wave.
What do you mean? That some of the things happening in the monastery have something to do with Red Wave?
I mean, if it's a big enough thing. We could just ignore it. We really could just ignore it. I really don't.
Maybe we should sleep on it.
Yeah, you know, maybe you all should have a long 7 days of sleeping. Or maybe 14 days of sleeping, who
I
knows?
love a good nap.
Well, we figured out this place is fucked, so.
It got real weird real fast. Everything was nice. Everyone was meditating.
Bloodwell is a god yelling at us to cleanse something.
I don't know. I thought it was rather a peaceful place, serene and all that.
Yeah, I also had a good moment underneath the waterfall.
I also
It's
a
had a
shame
good
you-
moment underneath the waterfall.
Ah!
It's a shame you
Briefly.
left it there. We could have shared it.
I normally need quite a bit of quiets to focus my mind.
Hmm.
And
So the problem
It-
is that we're too loud in general, huh?
it's not just physical noise. It's I just tap on the plate on my head.
Hmm.
Oh,
What
you
does
should
that,
have.
what does that mean?
It is
Gonna
nice when
s-
everything goes quiet and dark.
Well, as your boss, I guess? Am I your boss?
No.
No,
Yeah.
Contractor?
Yeah.
yeah, kind of.
Do what you want to do. I'm not going to judge you one way or another. As long as it doesn't get in the way of me getting the rod back home.
Nyrune, you say you don't judge us, but when I was putting like a herring on a sandwich with pickles and apple slices, you had a big opinion about that.
I just don't think it's a good combination of foods.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not judging you for eating it. I'm judging the meal.
I am.
Wow.
Well, we decide tomorrow whether we ignore a god's request. Let's sleep on this one.
Oh, dibs on the couch.
So, from just the wandering through and listening to bits and pieces of the sermons, does it seem like anything that would be a particular affront to them that we might not otherwise find obvious?
Affront to them, what do you mean?
Like
The
the
god?
specific god, the
Fadir.
cleanser.
What the
What
general
do you
knowledge of Fadir is that he's fighting an eternal war. He's on the outer planes. He's always fighting against devils, demons, outsiders. He's protecting Orsis, essentially.
Yeah.
And he usually recruits mortals into his name to fight things that, his forces can't deal with at the time. Usually,
So right now,
yeah,
we're being asked to deal with something.
yes. You
So
can always
that's
ignore
just,
it.
like extra planar.
Yeah, extraplanar threats.
Okay.
You can always ignore it. It's not like, oh, you have to. He's just asking you guys because you're there, and he
Well-
reward you, essentially, for doing it.
What did that one fucking the giant say to us as he was, passing away? Where is that at? Hold on.
That's in the last sessions with video.
Yeah, something beware the what was it? The expanse? Like, what was the actual
The blank expanse is the term that was used.
Yes, the blank expanse.
Fly towards the night, ignore the blank expanse.
Yeah. And so the monastery, what did that guy just tell me about as he was lecturing us?
they say listen, like their whole like motif is about listening and being silent. Like actually like it's the whole concept is like you need to listen to those who are in pain, who are not able to speak before
Well, no,
you can help the world.
He said something like empty, like blank something. I don't quite know what it was, but it threw
Oh,
me
for deer,
off.
it was like for deer is against like it was like a knight essentially. I was trying to think of the word and my brain was messing up, but for deer is great swords against like knight.
Okay. Maybe we should probably deal with this.
You can always discuss it. You can always leave and come back. Like this is just like probably what this island would be about, essentially. If you want to get into into it.
Yeah.
Well, are we gonna go salvage something anyways? And then decide maybe we can come back.
That might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, before we end, I'll show you the map again so you can see your plans a bit more.
We could get his salvage in the top right.
Yeah.
Do we want to just go in a straight line towards it, or do we want to go up on the safe route and then cut across?
Straight line's quicker, but we might enter and have an encounter. But encounters haven't necessarily like bad things, so
Yeah, I say it goes straight. We've been playing it safe already for a while.
yeah, that's fine with me.
Alright. Well, you guys can discuss it in chat before next session, which may be in a week or maybe in 2 weeks. We'll find out as we near. But I'll be right back.
It'll be 14 days if we go straight. Sorry, 14 squares if we go straight compared to...
Alright, they're just going to be discussing their next move. But that was episode 12 of Moonlit Song. A relatively calmer session, although they have discovered that perhaps something's going on in the Monastery Silent Order that they may not even know about. As for whenever or not they will undertake this challenge or quest given to them by Fajir the Cleanser, or not, we'll see next time. Until then, this was episode 12 of Moonlit Song. Take care.